me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We got quite the crowd today. Hello, welcome to Ace Attorney. Welcome to the courtroom. We're in the third case of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, and we are just starting the first court section of Turnabout Serenade, which has been a doozy so far. Thank you for the head pat there, Senmaru. All right. I'm Martin, also known as Little Karibo, and I'll be I'll be attempting to be your host. Let me just quickly thank people for following and giving bits. Thank you to Josh Call for following, to Taz Blaster, to Alan DS2161, to Cheeto Gods. We've all prayed at the altar of the Cheeto Gods from time to time.
Indeed.
Yami Maru, thank you for cashing in your star chips for a doodle la 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 la. Everybody else is ara ara. I do the doodle la la la. I Chicken God, thank you for the follow. Cyber Soul Gem, thank you for following. Tatsuki Moon Moon, god damn it Moon Moon, thank you for following. Frosty Foxdrop, thank you for the follow. Rodderboy, thank you for the follow. Jabberoth, thank you for following. And oh, does the hoo-ha not set up? Oh, why is it doing this?
It just decides which redeems it wants to work.
Oh, it did work eventually.
Hoo-ha.
Oh, that's weird. Well,
a delayed hoo-ha.
Voided Up, thank you for cashing your star chips for a delayed hoo-ha there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Let me quickly turn these on. All right, the Azalmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. Last time on Apollo Justice, Apollo had to prove that a blind 14-year-old that weighs 20 pounds isn't the perpetrator of a crime involving firing a high-caliber weapon that would probably kill him with the recoil. Also, Clavier was horny or something. I don't know. That's a safe bet.
Safe bet. He's going through puberty, y'all. He's transitioning.
He's going
He's
through puberty.
transmasc and he's doing his best.
Yeah.
Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Penis.
He's growing his own penis.
Penis.
All right. I think I've turned on all the redeems that can be turned on this one. Senmaru. Oh, gosh.
You've turned me on.
Senmaru, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Getting us off to a very
now I'm even more horny.
Exciting start there. All right. But before we move on, let me introduce my fantastic co-hosts. We've also got, first of all, on my left here, the rest of us are here to entertain you, but Marin is here exclusively to entertain themselves. Welcome, yes. Marin.
Hi. Hello. Hello, everyone. It is I'm Aaron Miller here today with your gay update. My God, what a fucking week it has been.
The gay update, right. I gotta make a button.
I didn't get my newspaper. I knew I should have reminded you of the newspaper.
Go on then.
What a fucking week it has been. So earlier this week I had a talent and I'm working as a director on a project. It's on like its last couple of weeks and we have been having a hell of a time on this project. And for whatever fucking reason, I brought this person in. They were supposed to be voicing like little bit characters. I was like, no, we're going to voice this character. And I had them, I wasted an entire 2-hour session. We recorded an entirely wrong character just because in my brain, I was like, this is what we're doing, y'all. So, I mean, it's not like the worst mistake in the world, but I basically wasted like $300 in 2 hours of everyone's time. And anyway, all this being said, like the same day, a friend put in our group Discord, they're like, man, my job is closing 5 days a week and I'm losing my position. I'm like, what the fuck? So like we jump into a Discord chat to like fucking play games or whatever, and I'm like being an asshole, hopping in, and I'm like, boy, is Mercury in retrograde?
You were being an asshole to somebody? What?
I know. Well, no, I was just being, not to somebody, just in general.
Oh, yeah.
I am an asshole to the universe because the universe is an asshole to me. That's the way I see it. But I go into the chat and just to be an ass, I'm like, man, is Mercury in retrograde or what? And the person goes, yes, it is actually.
Yeah. If you go to ismercuryinretrograde.com, it just says yes.
Yeah, so if shit has been weird this week, apparently there's a reason for it. We're all in retrograde. And I learned the other day from this friend who schooled me on lesbian astrology. Is that the one that's
astrology? Yes.
Okay.
Astronomy is the one that's real.
Astronomy is physically studying the physical stars. Well, okay, so actually, no, this would be correct. In astronomy, when something is in retrograde, I did not know this, but like, so Mars, or not Mars, Mercury, when it rotates around the sun, it has 4 years in the single span of one Earth year. And during its rotation around the sun, it appears from Earth's perspective to be going in a reversed direction. So that's apparently what retrograde is, when your orbit is so out of whack that you're literally going backwards.
Well, not
So,
literally.
Relatable.
it looks like it's literally going backwards, though. It literally
means
is.
the opposite
Literally.
of looks like.
What?
Okay, but literally could also mean figuratively.
Yeah, like if
What?
I'm looking at it, my eyeballs are literally seeing it go in the opposite direction. So yeah, like it's a matter of perspective.
Okay.
Figuratively, though.
I don't know what I'm saying. All I'm saying is shit's weird.
Oh, Void
Literally.
Literally, shit is very weird.
Void
So
Depth
if it's
says
been a
they
weird
learned
week,
this from the Kerbal Space Program software, so that's cool.
yeah. So
Vampiro,
there
thank
we
you for the
go.
100 bits. Hashtag penis. We had to get one of those in, didn't we? I do appreciate it, Vampiro. Thank you for the 100 bits. And Void Adept
We
says...
got 1 minute to a hype train.
Ooh.
Void Adept says, hey, we have a minimum cheer level now. Yes, I did recently add a minimum cheer because there were people who were abusing the 1 bit and just dropping paragraphs and paragraphs on me every like 5 minutes, and I'm just like, you're giving me literally a penny. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not I'm not gonna keep
Well,
that going.
less than a penny now
Yeah, probably, yeah.
because they lowered the prices.
So I had to change that just because I felt like you know, it was kind of getting my limit was being tested there. Anyway, we're also joined by the I'm always like at the last second trying to reach for some
Yeah, you
sort
gotta
of
write down your adjective.
reach for a soup-related adjective, and I can't ever think of one.
Go on.
The I don't want to say
Viscous.
it.
Again, no
I just want to say
pressure.
like the
Viscous.
hot, dude.
The hot. The steamy.
the steamy, frothy,
Frothy?
I don't know.
I don't like I don't
Clammy.
like frothy
Huh.
as an adjective for soup.
They're hot. They're steamy. They're full of clams and potatoes. It's soupy.
Well,
baby.
what an amazing intro! I couldn't do any better.
Yeah,
than that.
my intros get wilder by the stream.
So, Marlon, thank you for catching in a baby. Soupy, hi.
Hi, hope everybody's doing well. That's all I got. I don't have any fun gay updates.
And Donut Anon, thank you for the hydrate command.
How are your plants, Soupy? Tell us about your plants.
Oh, they're terrible.
Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that they're doing poorly.
I've got like a big monstera that's doing great, and then I have like a smaller one that wasn't doing so well for a while because I wasn't watering it. But then I watered it, and now it seems to be doing okay. But the rest of my
Wow.
plants are suffering.
Funny how that works. Like when you water them and change out their soil, they do well. But like,
Yeah, right?
when you ignore them
But
completely,
that
they
is
die.
so much fucking work.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair.
thought we
I
were
didn't
talking
volunteer for this.
I
I
thought
just
we were
bought
talking
it.
about Garden Sanctuary. I didn't know we were talking about real life.
No, real life. Yeah. How are your plants in Garden Sanctuary, Island Sanctuary?
Well, I ranked
Oh,
all the way up in Island
it's not
Sanctuary,
garden.
so now I don't want to play it anymore.
Oh,
But I still need to gather the currency because there's a motorcycle you can get.
Ah,
A
you gotta ride that
a
vroom
plant-friendly
vroom.
motorcycle.
What's that?
Is it an organic plant-friendly motorcycle?
I think so because you can fly it, so like
Well,
then
you-
you wouldn't be crushing
Organic.
any plants under the tires.
but is it made out of organic
If
materials?
vegans have taught
No.
me anything, it's that eventually, if you stick to that long enough, you will be able to fly.
Okay. Okay.
Speaking of flying, I'm flying out of my chair in excitement. First of all, thank you, Donut Unknown, for the hydrate command. I'm flying out of my chair in excitement. I am a Karibo. I can fly. Because we're joined once again by the fantastic Karina. You might know them from Drawfee, also known as Dilphosaur. Hi, Karina.
Hi, I'm back.
Welcome back.
How was
I
the
wasn't here for a
concert?
while. The
Yeah.
concert was great. I saw MCR last weekend. That's why I wasn't on the stream. Woo! My Chemical
That's the one
Romance.
excuse that is valid. For not
Yes.
Could have been
Gerard-
seeing the Gaviners instead.
Gerard Way was doing music instead of writing Umbrella's academies.
Yeah.
Umbrella's Academies.
Umbrella's
Um,
academies full of trans peoples.
But yes, it was a great time. I went with my bestie, and my
Aw.
other friend also showed up.
Not
And
your bestie.
Not your
not my
though.
bestie. Sorry.
There's
They
my
just kinda
bestie and
showed
my other
up.
Yeah,
friend.
fight
they
about
were
it.
there.
Nah, because he went on the Saturday show, but then decided to get last minute tickets for the Sunday show.
Oh.
So because he likes
Damn.
to mosh, and I'm just like, have fun doing that. It's not for me.
Yeah.
And
I'll be
also
respectfully sitting in my
we
seat.
wanted to get more. He wanted to get more merch because they had these mystery shirts where it's like
Oh.
shirt gotcha. There's like
Oh.
4 shirts for each, like one for each band member, and they're different designs, and you don't know which one you're getting, and they only come in XL.
Oh, wow.
And so we
Wow.
all got one, and then we made my friend wear his shirt, even though he's a little guy, and he was just drowning in this XL t-shirt.
That's why you wrote that.
Big Apollo Justice energy.
Oh God.
We love to see it.
I guarantee you those were left over from an old merch run.
They're actually really cool shirts, but they ran out of Gerard Way and Mikey Way's designs.
Oh,
So they only
no.
had 2 of the designs, but I really
Oh,
like the
they're
one I
random.
got.
The
Yeah.
Pokemon designs.
But it was great.
Hell yeah.
I'll be right back. I just suddenly got hit with the urge to go to the bathroom. I'll be
No
right back.
worries.
Okay.
Papa
So
Boris,
fun.
thank you for the 25 bits. I feel like I was the one abusing the bit messages. Whether or not it was me, I still feel bad. I didn't realize I was doing a bad, so I apologize. I mean, it was a number of people, Papa Boris, but I mean, regardless, just in future, be mindful when you're on somebody's stream just to not spam, low bit amounts with long messages like that. It's a straightforward thing. Real Predhead, thank you for the 30 bits. I'm doing 1 bit a character while you're...
That seems like a fair exchange rate.
That's big
Yeah.
brain energy on those bit messages.
Yeah.
Thank you. And we were also
Yeah.
followed... I'm sad Marin's not here for this. Up you go, Tilly. Go on. Up you go. We were also followed by... I thought their username was Waluigi UFC, which would have been quite a sight to see. Waluigi going for the Ultimate Fighting Championship. But no, we're actually followed by Waluigi Fuck.
Wow.
Waluigi
That's
fuck.
better.
Way better, yeah. The Ultimate Fucking Championship. Waluigi.
Hell yeah.
I feel, honestly, Waluigi's one of those characters that had quite the renaissance compared to his initial debut. I feel like when he first showed up, it was in Mario Tennis, I think.
Yeah, as far as I know, he was just a guy who showed up and wanted to play tennis. He wasn't even a villain. He was just a guy who wanted to play tennis.
Who wanted to play tennis?
Waluigi.
Waluigi?
He showed up and wanted to
Oh.
play tennis. And also, he was evil, question mark?
Yeah, look at this first time chatting in the chat, Marin. Look at the username.
Waluigi fuck. I had the exact same thought. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Vampiro, thank you for catching your star chips for the I Send It Back. But yeah, I really feel like Waluigi, when he first showed up, everyone was kind of like, he's like a shitty Wario. But now I feel he's got his staunch defenders, much like the Star Wars prequels.
He's his
I
own
feel.
guy now.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
I just thought that he was a natural progression of Wario.
There's no
Like-
natural
Yes.
progression from that. There is nothing natural or progressive about it.
Yes, they are regressive. Don't get me wrong. Man,
All right.
I don't know though. Do you think?
When are we
okay,
gonna get
so
Wa Peach?
Mm.
When are we gonna get Evil
Ooh.
Peach?
is she gonna be like
Wow,
Bad
Peach.
Janet?
I'd be
Yeah.
down for Bad Janet Peach.
I want her to just.
Including the farts.
Yeah, I want Wa Peach to
Oh,
just
right.
rip, rip farts,
Oh,
fucking
God.
file her nails, chew gum. Hell yes, bitch.
Okay.
Oh, I have one more update.
Yes.
Bowser isn't
I
even real. That's
Man.
Almost killed my Monstera and then brought it back and then moved it too much. So it was like, I'll just die anyway, but
Oh,
I brought
no.
it back again.
Oh my god. What kind of necromancy are you practicing on this Monstera?
It's just a lot of
That
hope.
kind.
A lot of hope. I got it a humidifier. I've been showering it in little gifts. I put it in a little shady corner for now until it stops being dramatic.
You just hold its leaf and sing it a little song.
Yeah. It's just that it's a baby, so it only had 6 leaves at its peak, and now it's down to 3, and it lost my
no.
favorite leaf, but like
Oh,
it's
no.
fine. It's fine. I pressed that leaf.
Oh.
So
You know
that's
what, though?
my plant update.
It is September, so things are gonna start looking sad. Like just because we're
Yeah.
gonna start getting
That's
fewer
my
hours in the
excuse.
day. But then
Yeah.
next year is gonna go right back. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Just a
Just like
chimkin.
as long
Thank
as
you for
I
the
can get
follow.
it to stop yellow. Which I did.
Good job. Good job,
Thank
Way
everyone.
to go. All right, how do we feel about playing some Apollo Justice?
I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so
Little
the judge is
guy.
shocked that, and I think Dark Jade actually did. Oh, here we go. When we last left off, Apollo agreed to defend his client, one minor snag. We have a bit of a language barrier issue here, and our best chance of having a translator is La Mirror, since apparently she can speak English despite the official claim that she couldn't. Of course, it was a decision by her management to play up her mysterious side. Yes, nothing makes someone seem mysterious quite like them not knowing what your how to talk to you.
Yeah.
All right, let's just dive right in.
Recall Mr. Latusse's last words.
The witness is Siren.
The siren? Aha! He meant the siren.
That's right. The siren of the ballad, La Mirror. Famous for having the most generic title of any musician ever. The player of the song.
The singer of the song.
La Mirror was only on stage for the second set, and she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness.
I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
Real Predhead, I agree with Marin that Bowsette doesn't count as Evil Peach just because that's Bowser.
Yeah, that's Femme
Yeah.
Bowser. That's Bowser living her trans era. My claim still stands. Bowsette does not count as Evil Peach. There was no witness to this crime as well, which
Can
is
we
relevant.
please get back to talking about my friend's dead son?
Oh, I forgot about that.
In the hospital.
Karina, do you remember this at all from this section that the judge randomly brings up that, who is it?
It's the Chief Justice's son is terminally ill.
And he's like, what do you say to her? Someone who's gonna die? You say, get well soon?
He's
I
like,
don't know.
You don't say get well soon to them, right?
I do not remember
Do you
that.
have any suggestions for what I should say?
I think
And everyone's just like, why? Why did you bring this up?
I think the reason that it's there is because it's putting pressure on Apollo because he.
No, you'll see why it comes up later.
Okay.
It's really
love
dumb.
Soupy.
It's really funny.
I do not remember, and I'm excited to see.
I love Soupy just being like, no. It's the best.
It's something that comes up later, and it's just really stupid in a really funny way.
Excellent.
I hope Phoenix Wright is the terminally ill child.
God, I wish.
I'm terminally horny, Mr.
It's like
Justice.
it turns out the whole time Phoenix was the Chief Justice's son.
It explains so much. It explains so much.
It's like no wonder he took all those cases without like actually charging anybody.
Yeah.
His family is loaded.
He's falling up.
Thank you for the hydrate
Yeah,
command,
exactly.
Sato.
Oh, I got a drink.
Did you say the Soupy? I thought you.
Yes,
Oh, you
I
did.
think
Okay,
so.
my bad.
Let's hear it from the horse's mouth then, shall we?
Nay.
Oh shit, I don't know what to say to that. We will now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination. Please show La Mirror to the witness stand.
La Mirror would say nothing the night of the murder. Not
'Cause you
today,
weren't
though.
relevant.
Today we'll drag that story out of her no matter what it is.
What the fets?
Damn.
Thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 14 months there. I appreciate it. WTF?
Drag her. Dots.
Who was this?
Me?
Ah.
It is my distinct honor.
What?
To
Do not judge the fucking Borginian customs. It is my distinct honor to belch welcome the siren of the ballad to our courtroom.
the siren of the belch.
The siren of the belch. You are too kind. I don't remember what her voice sounded like.
You can speak English?
Yeah, I can. It's fine. Don't worry about it. No, I am not very good. There is much I do not know.
You speak so well. Have you spent time here before?
That's a
Do you have any
microaggression.
backstories you want to let us know about?
Actually, I do not know how I came by my knowledge of your language.
What?
Ooh.
More where I studied it.
What? Is this
I
like
think I feel
reverse
some-
amnesia?
I feel some backstory
I
coming
think it's
on.
just amnesia.
God, history. Oh,
Reverse amnesia. She bonked her head and suddenly
She bumped up her head
remembered
and
how
remembered
to speak
language.
English.
Yeah.
What does she mean she
Ooh.
doesn't know?
I too thought to call her as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course.
What's that?
I'm not a dummy. La Miroir suffers from amnesia.
Oh my god. Did Ace Attorney go one game without an amnesia storyline challenge?
No.
No.
No
Not-
can do, buddy.
There are 2 rules. No, 3 rules. The main character needs to be a fucking idiot. There cannot be whatever
Right.
you just said. And I forgot the 3rd rule.
Amnesia.
real
Does
well.
that make Edgeworth a fucking idiot?
No, that sentence was dribbling out of my ear.
I like that you said 2 rules and then corrected yourself to 3 rules, and then when you said the rules,
Forgot the
you
rules.
Yeah, and then there
The third
wasn't
one.
a third one.
Yeah, there's no 3rd rule.
Don't feed
Oh,
them
there
apple
have to
juice.
be women who will peg
Yeah.
everybody. That's the
okay,
other
yeah.
rule. And then what was the
Ah.
rule that we just came up with? Someone has to have amnesia.
The Aswalmagia, thank you for the 10 bits.
I forgot is appropriate.
The Aswalmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. Well, it's a Japanese game, so someone has to have amnesia.
Amnesia?
I forgot what that is.
La Miroir is not my true name.
The Void
Shocking,
Adept,
I
thank you
know.
for the 10 bits. She downloaded the ability to speak English into her brain in the construct, just like how Neo learned Kung Fu. And Stella Coyote, thank you for the 50 bits. Don't know if you've seen, but someone meshed... I did see this. Someone meshed Futurama and Yu-Gi-Oh together, Fry as Kaiba and Bender as Yugi, and it's crazy how well done it is. Yes, I highly recommend you seek it out if you haven't seen it yet. There's some...
Oh,
a
yeah.
brilliant person has edited Futurama clips into basically the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And they did it remarkably well. Rock Rulin,
Does Bender go for card games and hookers now?
I don't think that line actually features now that I think about it.
Boo.
No, but it's brilliant. It's really good. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Clavia, Lamiro suffers from amnesia. Phoenix, bet that sucks. Wait.
Yet I
Our
remember
Jesus
nothing.
is here, by the way.
Jesus.
Oh! Jesus has found us. He's going to save us. Yet I remembered nothing of the time before I was given it. Nothing of the time before I started singing on the stage.
Whoa, she's even more mysterious than I thought.
As lauded singer La Miroir, she lives a good life.
She got a good life.
There are little difficulties for her thanks to her success. Yet, I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress.
I see. I care surprisingly little about people's past, and I'm not going to start now.
Sir, you are a judge.
You have nothing to fear in this court, Labiroar, especially not me caring.
Rock Rulin, thank you for gifting a sub to RNG's VTuber. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
God.
Enjoy that gift sub.
Yes, leave your offerings at RN Jesus' feet. VTubing feet. Thank you. Yet there is something I do not understand. I am being called as a witness. What might I say? No one will tell me anything of what happened.
So she's confused or is hiding something.
La Mirror, let me be frank.
Frank
I did
Claudia.
not want to. I did not want you to ask that fucking shit. I did not want to ask you up here to testify.
I guess it would be Frank Gavin, which is...
That's the third Gavin brother that they don't talk about. He's even,
The one who
he's
sells
even worse
real
than
estate.
Kristoff somehow.
Yeah, that's the one that gets paid the least.
Oh,
Yeah.
Coyote, thank you for the 50 bits. Speaking of Futurama, the Calculon line feels rather appropriate. Wait, is there anyone here who doesn't have amnesia? I honestly don't recall. I guess that must be from the My Three Circuits or whatever it is.
That's what I would think, yeah.
RNG's VTuber, thank you for gifting a sub to Old Sweepy. Old Sweepy, you have
Oh,
been
if
blessed.
you give Jesus gifts, he will return them in kind. He's turning cheeks, folks. I did not want to ask you up here to testify. Yet that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant that you stand.
Wide.
I want to lick your forehead, that's why. Oh
It's
my.
just so big.
It's just really big. There's just so much skin I can...
Okay.
Congratulations, Apollo. You're the bad guy. Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony.
May as well.
If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome.
He's got
I
this
scared Jesus.
ASMR judge.
Tell us what you saw the night of the crime. His
I'm
ASMR
sorry.
voice is just witness testimonies.
What I saw.
Or like ambient gavel banging
Little
sound.
tiny gabble.
As for what I saw nothing.
Vampiro, thank you for giving us 100 bits and getting us on a level 1 hype train tier. Let's get that hype train
Into the
started.
weenie mobile.
Go.
Weenie man
No,
away.
Lena, I scared off Jesus. No one else. That night, I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set.
So is her whole gimmick like... Is she like about the stars and the moon? Because I feel like her hair here is like a moon, and then she's got the constellation kind of stuff on her outfit.
Yeah, I never really noticed the hair thing, but I feel like you're right.
Then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room and told to wait there.
Senmaru, thank you for the 50 bits. I appreciate you fueling that hype train.
Yum, yum, yum. If we get to level 5, they will kiss. That was where-
Passionately.
Passionately, both ways. That was where I learned something that had a bad beep beep boop bop. That was where I learned shit.
The
that
wingdings are
something
coming
had
back.
happened. What?
Sorry, you went with beep beep boop bop, so I was like, oh, the wingdings are coming back.
That's just
Look,
her
my English-
accent.
My English is bad even on a good day. But I wasn't told the details.
This hype
Totoro
train is
Naruto,
making
thank
my
you for resubscribing
hemorrhoids
and
to the
fueling for
Harlem
6 months there.
Shake.
Thank you for also fueling that hype train with your sub.
I must say, you sound wonderful just testifying.
Thank you.
I hope he was too distracted to hear what she was actually saying.
There you have it. She saw nothing that night.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 30 bits. And oh gosh, what the fats. Thank you for gifting 5 subs to Carmine Gal, to Witch Child K, to Ace Now _, to Cassirith, and to Robert J90. Thank you so much. Not sure why those gift sub redeems aren't popping up on my OBS. There's something strange happening with my alerts today.
There's something strange and almost kind when the bits
Have I been getting any
notifications don't show
alerts
up
on the
my thing.
bits? Yeah, the pop-ups aren't
What?
working, are they? What the heck?
Is OBS just being wonky in general? Because I feel like I've seen a lot of streamers have issues with it
Yeah,
lately.
they just
Just
updated
update.
it, so
Let
let me see if I can get that fixed really quickly. I apologize. I think this should be an
Somebody
easier fix.
didn't rubber ducky their code.
I mean, I don't know if that's what it's about. Let's
I'm
see.
just joking. Remember that thing where I said I'm an asshole to the universe? That's me being an asshole.
They're doing it right now.
Right now. I'm pulling my asshole
Well,
wide
that doesn't seem right.
to show it.
Please don't say that.
Man, there was one time, I think it must have been, it wasn't a really like, okay, I'm backing. I'm trying to say words, I swear to God. I walked into a studio once and someone that was a producer was in the room and I had met her like once or twice before. And I'm one of those people that just assumes if you've met me once or twice before, I've probably made enough of an ass of myself to like, you know, for you to understand my deal. But anyway, I ended up making a joke in front of this Japanese producer. I think they complimented my hair, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I've been thinking about just shaving like a dick right into the side of my head," and they didn't laugh.
Oh, no.
But then a few minutes later, they made a joke about shaving a dick into the side of their head. So I was like, "Okay,
Oh.
thank God."
It landed
Yeah.
very, very quietly.
It was a
They didn't
quiet
laugh
land.
because they were just thinking, how do I relate to this person?
Yeah, they didn't laugh because
They
they
were
were
deep in
like,
thought.
I'm stealing this.
Yeah. I awakened something.
They were like, wait, you can do that?
RoboCop 6000 sucks. Thank you for the follow. Hell of an opinion there. I didn't even know there was a RoboCop 6000.
Wow.
I mean, I think the alert box should have been updated. I don't know for sure if it's resolved. So next time somebody gives bits, we'll find out. All right.
All
You said
RoboCop
this.
6000s are bad. I did.
Okay.
Now we can only pray that the defense has some sense to admit defeat.
I have no such thing.
And refrain from detaining her here longer than need be.
Wow, you just got badder, Apollo. Way to go. Very well, Mr. Justice. Keep it short and sweet.
Like me.
I know you can keep it short at least.
Oh,
Oh.
Lamiror wouldn't talk to me the night of the crime. But
Which
most...
MCR member do you think Apollo got in his extra large gotcha shirt bag?
I want to believe
You
that he
got a
got the same
misprint.
one I did.
What was the one you got?
It's for Frank. It has like an emo smiley face really big on it, and then at the bottom in little letters it just says "eat shit."
Beautiful. I want one. Good for you, Apollo.
Yeah. Oh no, what if I draw him in it? That would be so bad.
I can't believe you. You would
You'd
never
never
be
do
so
that.
evil.
She must know something, and I've got to find out what.
What's up?
What I saw. Are we pressing? Do we know? I honestly don't remember what she says.
Probably pressing.
She's claiming that she didn't see anything. So probably challenging the very last statement.
She said she didn't go backstage, but we did find her brooch back there. So
Right.
Oh yeah, okay.
But you must have seen something. Mr. Latouche named you.
Mr. Latouche, how can I tell you what I don't know?
Lamiror! He said you were a witness with his dying words.
Don't yell at me. I do not know what he meant to say, but that night...
Hey!
Sir, tiny baby boy.
So, did not return backstage. Should we present the
Yeah.
brooch? Yeah.
yeah, let's try it.
Makes sense.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, Lamiror, but I'm having trouble believing you.
Sadly, we only got to a level 2 hype train there. But thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the support.
It's like you guys don't even want the kisses.
I'm not gonna kiss any of you. Gods.
Mythic Sights, thank you for the follow.
You remember this brooch, do you not?
Why, that's La Miroir. She was wearing it for her song.
Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin?
Oh, if you call me Prosecutor Gavin, what?
This brooch was found after the murder took place. At the very scene of the very crime.
What? Boss? Fast as fuck.
Let me roar. How did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself?
And the alerts are working. Thank God.
Hey.
Kudos
Must
Sorugi.
have been a hiccup.
No, I had to fix it. Kudos
you
Sorugi,
did.
thank you for the 150 bits. Fun fact, Lamoureux's name is apparently French. If Google translated it accurately, it just translates to the mirror. Yes.
Yep.
I think we talked about that when it first got introduced, but yes. It's less of a pun name and more of just if you know foreign languages, that's what it is.
I knew that because I'm saying that one aria from Faust where she goes, "La miroir," and then she starts singing about how much she wants to wear jewelry and shit.
Vinter
Anyway.
Bjorn, thank you for the follow.
And as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us,
Someone Toby says, is Karina real or just part of the game?
Who knows at this point?
Karina's just
Aren't we-
behind
aren't
Apollo
we all
Justice.
Part of a game.
I really hope that there's just two eyes poking out from behind the dialogue box here underneath Apollo Justice's armpit, and it's you.
Yeah, if you can see me behind the dialogue box, I can see you.
No.
Master Hule. That's what's the fuck.
Okay.
There he is. There's Karina right there.
you had been wearing it during your performance that night.
What is the meaning of this? Larry War, please explain.
Nuts.
Let me roar.
Oh shit.
We ain't dinger ding dingin'. She says English is quite difficult.
That trick's not gonna work here.
Okay.
Ding it ding a wing it dinger dingin'.
Dangle.
Your lickable forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact.
What now?
Winger ding dinger winger dinger ding butt plug.
Papa Bar is saying for the 10 bits. Can't tell if that badge on Martin's lapel is massive or normal size and Martin's Freebo form is just tiny. I made the badge get big for a second by mistake. I can make it smaller. There we go. Oh, no worries,
In
Arikios.
Fact, at the time of the incident, I only went backstage. No, wait, I went backstage, but only for a moment.
What?
Eyeball, leaf, praying, question mark, butt plug, goat, kamehame, bending. Think back to the moment of the crime.
Why doesn't she have is he her interpreter as well as her prosecutor?
Well, I mean, he just knows Borginian.
I guess. I
You
feel like they should have an
know where-
official not biased interpreter though.
I do not know what you are talking about. She called his forehead lickable. I did not. What sort of a weirdo would talk about licking his forehead?
He's localizing.
He's just trying to make it match the flap.
Exactly. When this plays back, it's going to look fucking fire. You know whereof I speak.
Is she really saying all that?
What's she talking about, Apollo?
Right when the incident occurred. Ah! Is she talking about that?
Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. I forgot that there was a dead body there. Probably changes the read a little bit.
Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Okay.
Bye.
Mr. Latouche, can you hear me?
How many times are we gonna fucking see this?
Cold, so cold. Witness.
You're cold? Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Help is on the way.
The Witness is siren.
Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Yipes! Emma? What was that? Who's there?
What's wrong? Oh, puberty.
Emma, did you see anyone just now?
Puberty is what's wrong.
I just said my voice broke.
The Azulmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. I forgot we flashed back to this guy dying like 30 times. Yeah.
The witness is siren.
Huh? No.
I could have sworn I heard a door close.
I looked into the room. Just a glance, mind you.
Hey there, Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, this was when your brooch dropped.
Okay.
That explains that.
She peeked in, saw body, slammed the door.
It does. There was no other time I could have dropped it.
New Dog, or New Dog, thank you for the follow.
But that's ridiculous. You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch?
Forehead.
And
She has raised a possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evidence.
So she looked in at the crime scene.
Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened, of course.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Funny story about that. Someone at Capcom got very mad indeed whenever they found lettuce on their burger, so when they specifically said no lettuce. So this is their revenge, to watch Latouche die over and over.
Wow.
Punishment fits
They
the
must
crime.
have known that pun was coming in English. I wonder what the name is in Japanese.
I was just wondering that.
But the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice.
Hey.
Hair lickable forehead shouting, "Who's there?" No doubt. Sorry. Who's there? A horrible voice indeed.
uh,
I want to
They're
hear
roasting
it cry
him to
out.
shit.
I want to hear it cry out my name.
I closed the door immediately on that conversation.
Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony.
that's too convenient. She's hiding something.
So maybe we...
Huh?
Nothing.
Let me roar. You did look into the room, though, right?
Yes.
Testify as to what you saw.
Very well. Though it was only the briefest of glimpses. When my performance was finished, I went backstage for just a moment.
We've got access
A
to
little
the
tiny
little,
baby moment.
We've got access to the bracelet.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna look? We gonna look real close?
Let's look at it, because
Okay.
it activated.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Oh.
hang on. The late Mr.
I saw
Latouche's
nothing.
Body. Oh god.
Well, the late Mr. Latouche's body was behind a wall,
I guess
so we
it-
should probably click on that.
Yeah, let me look at the.
'Cause I don't think it. I think it was,
Yeah, it totally
but like,
is.
why would she have gotten scared and shut the door? if
I
she didn't see
suppose,
anything?
Yeah. We can press.
His name is Romain Latouche in Japanese.
Oh.
Really?
Apparently, yes.
So it's just written out in katakana or whatever it is.
I guess so, yeah.
That's
wow.
funny.
Good for him.
A wall? Was there a wall
Interesting.
there?
Great butt.
Ice Ice Baby DJ, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 3 months there. Lamira doesn't have the Karibos to make a decent case. Now hang
Yeah.
on. If her name is Lamira, at the mirror, and she's seeing it, despite there being a wall there, she must have seen it through a reflection. Because there were mirrors all over that room. Anyway, I'm just putting 2 and 2 together based on her name.
There's also some other stuff going on.
Okay.
Arrow butt plug goat Humpty Dumpty is what in English?
Well, I think it's Arrow, butt plug,
Goat Humpty Dumpty.
go Humpty Dumpty. So that seems like a pretty direct
Ah.
translation to me.
Division or partition, I believe.
Yeah, that works for Butt Plug and Humpty Dumpty.
It was a large dressing room divided into 2 halves.
And the murder took place in the inside half. I guess that partition might have hidden the body.
Oh, did we hear that before? That she was
Then
led-
I was led by police into Mr. Gavin's dressing room and told to
Yeah,
wait
we
there.
have heard. But if you go back one, try the bracelet. Or whatever the new statement was.
Oh, the new statement?
Yeah.
No.
You're not even looking at her.
I went backstage.
The Twitch is off to the side.
It's not even on her.
How are you doing that?
I don't think that's the right statement.
Yeah, I think
Stop.
we need to go to the one where she talks about the wall.
Oh, the wall, yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably the part of the statement that says his body was behind a wall. Do we want to look at her eyes, her mouth, her...
Or where she said she saw nothing. I don't know, though.
Yeah, I don't know what her twitch is.
Well, let's watch her face.
Could be her.
Stop
Why is she
moving.
saying... Is it that she's already saying he was dead and it was his body? Because he was alive.
Oh, yeah.
Stop moving.
Okay.
I wish we could zoom out a little bit.
I
Yeah.
feel like her mouth isn't moving as much on this part.
I don't know if it's that, though.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Like, but her mouth is moving totally differently in the first and the last part of the statements. Watch.
You think
Yeah,
she's
that
mumbling?
is
again?
weird.
I mean, I do agree
See,
with
open.
you. Yes.
Oh, stop moving!
Yeah.
Open, open, open.
Ooh-ha.
And now she's like, I think that's it.
Ooh-ha.
Can we perceive?
Oh, it was her neck. It was her neck.
It wasn't even the thing we were
What
looking
that
at.
was close enough,
apparently.
We've connected 2 dots.
Papa Bar, thank you for catching
The
your
lip
starters for a
flaps.
hoo-ha. No, the first, thank you for donating $10. Glad I could make it to Little Lawyer Stares at People. You did indeed make it just in time. Thank you for that
This
donation.
seems like a lip flap thing, says person who only pays attention to lip flaps.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Lip flaps 8 to 10 hours a day.
The Azzle Mug,
Oh, I
thank you for
can't
the 10
escape.
bits. The answer will annoy you.
I can't fucking.
Thank you, Ice. Oh, you've got it. My frame rate has been weird. Ice Hugu, thank you for cashing in your starships for a Maya he, Maya who there.
The late Mr. Latusse's body, you say?
Yeah, what? Huh?
You know something more about Mr. Latusse's death than you're saying.
Huh? Puberty?
I could see you trying not to remember, but the effort made you swallow. You can't fool my eyes.
I was thinking about licking your forehead.
Can you imagine if a fucking lawyer said this? for
Barbecue
real?
sauce.
Can you imagine if the lawyer was like, everybody look, she swallowed.
Yeah. Just like, excuse me?
Yeah. This is, I think Apollo may need to go to therapy. It is true. I was so terrible after all. It
Were
was so
you?
terrible after all. Not me. I wasn't terrible. I was great. Why did Mr. Latouche have to be shot?
Good night, Snow.
One moment, Lamiror.
Yes.
What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Latouche have to be shot?
Huh?
Oh.
What? Yeah?
She was hiding something, I knew it. Lamiror, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony.
What the fuck? How could that be?
I like that Marin can deviate wildly from the script, but if I move the cursor on the screen slightly to the right, it's stop moving around!
Because we can't see what's going on.
You weren't even indicating the right area.
I was saying stay on her face.
Take this. Lamiror contradicted her own testimony, and I have the evidence to prove it.
I guess the diagram.
I can't believe you said I indicated the wrong area when we still got it right.
I think I got it wrong.
By coincidence, Marin.
It still worked.
It just happened to be close enough to her neck to work.
It
Her
still
hitbox
worked.
is wild.
Not on
And completely,
purpose.
her
Not
mouth
on
was
purpose,
completely
Karen.
different. Her mouth was completely different.
Wasn't her mouth.
It was her mouth.
It wasn't.
Her mouth has to do the swallowing just as much as her throat. It's a chain reaction.
Oh my
Her mouth
God.
was in the hitbox.
Her mouth was in the
Yeah.
hitbox, and as long as the HP goes down, I win.
But sometimes, Marin, there are better ways to make the HP go down.
All right.
Sometimes
well,
it just means you have to target the right thing.
I'm gonna target your nuts. How about that?
Yeah.
Good luck finding them.
Rick, thank you for catching the phrasing. I think I fucked up the contradiction here anyway. So. Thank you for bonking the chat there, almighty Abdul.
That's funny. But also, let's not pretend like Martin weren't looking at those titties.
You're talking
You know,
about me.
we
I'm
would have
not
gotten
looking
to
at the
see
titties.
more of them if you had let Martin just like go down a little bit.
I
Why-
see.
why
so
would-
you.
no. No,
That's why.
Marin's
Huh?
right. Why should I be allowed to control the game that I'm playing? Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Clavia and his forehead fetish would probably lose his mind, among other things, if he ever played Splatoon 3. Oh, they have big foreheads in that game. Is your
Like
lie?
bigger than normal, or
Oh,
what?
I don't know if I said this part. If I got distracted being angry, if I do not misunderstand the meaning of the word contradiction,
My anger distracted me.
it is you who contradict, Mr. Justice.
Huh?
Well,
Is it?
your evidence is meaningless.
What the hell was I?
Ah, wrong evidence.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Gotta think this over. What did she say again? Why did Mr. Latouche have to be shot?
I guess
That's right. That totally contradicts her
Oh.
testimony.
the wall partition.
Hey, well, that's I showed the diagram, so I think that's
Oh, you
wrong.
did. Okay.
Take this.
I got
I think it's
distracted.
I think it's the autopsy report.
That or didn't we have a gag order?
A gag order.
Oh, like the manila envelope? Can we look at the manila envelope?
Yeah, we're like, we promised not to go out and talk about it.
Oh, there we go. That's it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Tell me, Lamiror. How did you know he had been shot?
Well,
Immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court, "No one told me anything about the incident." Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing.
Audio Dragon, you didn't miss it. Well, I guess you've missed us pinning the.
we stared at a woman's mouth.
Yeah, we found the contradiction
For
in,
no
in
good
the
reason.
testimony. Stephen Soups, oh hey, another soup. Thank you for the follow. We've
Oh.
got so many soups in the chat.
Wow.
Soup.
Equally testy.
Soup
Delicious.
Words are hard.
Yet you knew that Mr. Latouche had been shot. How could you have known?
Fuck you.
Oh,
Yark.
did we kill her? What happened?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
dead.
she's dead.
She's never coming back.
Let me roar.
The future meme. Thank you for the follow. Wow, that guy's memeing time travel.
You aren't hiding something from this court, I hope.
That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet. Whoop whoop.
Now I remember. Please, allow me to add to my testimony.
Of course. All we want to know is the truth.
She looks kind of pale, huh?
Did we kill her?
Is she dead by any chance?
Did I suffocate her in her sleep by any chance?
It was just one of Apollo's psychic attacks.
She saw
He
something.
stared too hard.
She saw
He
something.
inflicts psychic damage.
She saw something. I know it.
Poor Martin. He's trying to read lines and we're just like, jokes! Jokes!
But if I stray outside the boundaries of the
I
mouth,
was trying to look at her mouth so I could double check.
Even the victim said so.
The Azulmagi, thank you for the 10 bits. It's weird how Apollo is just like, Your Honor, the witness is nervous on the stand, so I'm going to stare bug-eyed at them for the next 5 minutes and badger them. And everyone is just like, understandable. Look, Phoenix Wright has set so much law precedent that makes no sense. It's just part and parcel of it now.
Even the victim said so.
I saw bullet holes in the wall, and I knew Mr. Latouche had been shot.
So the bullet holes were right here, so there's no way for her to see
behind
them.
the door.
Yeah. So I assume we present the diagram.
Yeah, try that.
Now we use the diagram.
We were
Nice.
just a little too early on that. Oh, what did he say? Fuck, come on.
They call you
he's
the
calling
siren
me
of the
hot.
ballad, but lies are hardly becoming of such a creature.
I call all people I find hot creatures.
It's true, he calls me a creature all the time.
I put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice.
I didn't say I would lick her, at least.
Wait, hold on. Is the judge calling Clavier hot? Is Apollo's
Wouldn't
like,
you?
yeah, I mean, no, absolutely. I'm just making sure I understand the judge's sexuality. 'Cause
What does that have to do with
things.
what does that have to do with being hot?
Because Apollo is like, such lies are hardly befitting of such a creature, and then the judge is like, well, wouldn't that be more appropriate to say of the prosecutor?
No, they're saying that you put down the witness as well as a prosecutor might.
what?
He used.
Oh, I guess like the thing that I
he was-
say is what a
He was
prosecutor would
saying,
say.
he was saying your song isn't sounding so sweet right now because I've got you on the ropes, and the judge was like, "Oh, that sounds like something the prosecutor would say."
Oh, I see. Okay.
Especially because it was the defense that called the witness in the first place.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Well, I'm just too attracted to the prosecution myself.
You're just
You're
projecting onto the
projecting.
judge.
Oh, I'm 100% objectifying while
Audience
projectifying.
surrogate of Ace Attorney, the judge.
I'm kidding that judge.
Living vicariously through the judge because I had to stare at Clavier Gavin without saying anything.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Oh, sorry, Soupy, if you want to say the line, go ahead.
Hey, no, you go ahead.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. So I just discovered there's a mod for Spider-Man Remastered that replaces Spider-Man and Peter Parker with Kiryu, and it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Also, Yakuza 8 and Ishin hype. Bet you're excited, mine. Yes. Not to mention the interim game, what is it? Gaiden, the one about Kiryu, what happens to him after 6. Pretty
Oh,
exciting.
I didn't know that was happening.
I just
Is that like
told
a
you
new
about
one
last
or one
night.
that they're finally just bringing to the West?
I thought you were saying
They're all
that he
new.
was.
Oh, huh?
There
What's up?
are. I thought. Well, okay, so like, the Ishin one was like released several years ago for. Was it PS3, Martin?
Yeah, but this is a complete remake.
Oh, it's a complete remake from the ground up.
Yes.
Oh, okay, because you were saying it was great Ace Attorney moment, so I was.
It basically
assuming
is.
it was
It's
just-
a remake, so it's Great Ace Attorney
Right,
is
but-
technically a remastering.
I mean, I suppose, yeah, but there wasn't much remastering to be done. It's a pretty good looking game, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
excited.
just clearly.
That's what I'm saying.
Such put-downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo.
Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah?
Oh, thank God we survived that line.
Come on, can't I be cool for once? Am I not Sugoi? Observe the diagram.
One second!
Like, he's like,
I want to
Shut
be
up!
cool.
Shut up!
Look at the diagram. This diagram proves I'm cool. Lamiror, you looked in from the door for just a moment. Correct?
Yes, that is so.
There were bullet holes in the room, yes? But they were in the wall the door is on. You see? Assuming you merely glanced into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes.
Yark. That's the second time I've made that noise.
Yark.
Let me roar.
Yes.
I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Also, they brought back Kuze, who, by the way, is an ally to the trans community because a trans woman gave him great head once, if those stories are to be believed. I don't know what I'm saying.
That's
Boy,
how
I wish
allyship
that-
works.
Yeah, boy, that's how I really wish that worked. People getting head from trans people was how they were an ally. That a lot of problems would be solved.
Very confused.
And I must tell you what it is that I saw.
Yes, that's how court works. The happenings in this trial are being recorded,
Oh shit,
and I'm
they
certain
are?
it will be on the news in Virginia. You understand your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid tarnishing
I
it.
feel bad for whoever is the court stenographer in a Phoenix Wright game.
They just see like Phoenix show up in court, and they're just like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Brings out
Nah,
the
that's
alcohol.
the best job.
There's just
You-
like pages and pages of him going, crying.
Yeah. Yow. Wah.
Stenographer is just like typing, just like, okay, defense is crying and sobbing.
Again.
He showed the same
Yeah.
piece of evidence that he's shown 3 times already. He seems to really think it's gonna work this time.
Yeah.
Why didn't it work this time?
Defense does not seem to be getting it.
Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing.
Stop burping! But she knew how Mr. Latouche died. That's bad manners. And he named her as a witness.
But I'm getting so much nutrients from this forehead licking.
What? You must have seen something, Lamiror.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Sorry for the bit spam, but I should clarify that I was talking about the guy who portrays Kuze, and who Kuze is based on Hitoshi Ozawa, just in case there was any confusion. I mean, that's not
I don't
the
know
part
if that
I was
was the
confused.
issue.
Yeah. I don't think you explained the part that we were concerned about. You must have seen. Knowing that it's a real person makes it more concerning.
Yeah, a little bit.
You must have seen something, Lamiror.
Very well. Labby Roar, please continue your testimony.
It just feels wrong to say Lamiror. It just feels weird.
Well, what do you want us to say?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's the closest we're gonna get without like.
What do
getting
you want
all-
us to say?
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. I'm just like it's
Say it
weird.
how you want us to say it, Mr. French guy.
No, it's fine.
What do you want us to say, Mr.
Yeah,
Bread
what do
and
you-
Butter?
Yeah.
It's really fine.
It's not.
It just
It's
sounds
fine.
weird.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm just gonna bring it up.
I just wanted to say.
I just wanted to say that it's weird and I hate it.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Y'all just express yourselves. Very well, I shall.
I should do a test stream one time where I check my blood pressure before the stream and then I check my blood pressure after the stream. What I Saw 2, the sequel.
Yeah.
No, it's What I Saw
What I
2,
Saw.
the movie
Electric
Saw 2.
Boogaloo.
Martin,
Here
this
we
is the
go
closest
again.
thing we get to exercise. Come on, getting our heart rate up on this fucking stream.
I take the dog a walk every single day.
If you had an Apple Watch, you could like track your heart rate through the whole stream.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, that would be great actually. I could put the heart rate monitor on screen.
Yeah.
Don't you have one?
It's
You
a
do have
feature.
one.
It's a feature.
We do have an Apple Watch somewhere around here.
I mean, I don't think we'd need the Apple Watch.
I was on my way from the.
Because Jesse has that set up on their stream. He
Oh,
has,
nice.
when he does horror games, Jesse has like a heart rate
Ooh.
on screen.
But does he have? But it's like an arm cuff.
I don't know what it is.
Because I feel like the Apple Watch would be a lot more comfortable than that.
Well, the ones that, like
just-
most of the ones that monitor your heart rate are just a little strap that goes around your chest. Because I used to wear one when I would exercise. And
That
it's
also
really,
seems a lot more uncomfortable than just an Apple
My
Watch.
main
It's
concern
really
is
not.
the fact that the Apple Watch probably doesn't connect to the stream setup.
I'm sure you could find a way though.
Maybe.
Anyway, I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit.
There was a Chihuahua in here.
There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it.
It's just like there's a painting of her, like.
A painting of her looking shocked at a gun.
Perfectly
Right.
framed.
Right above "Do Not Open."
Yeah.
It's exactly her height.
This painting is titled, "Oh shit, I gotta get out of here."
There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Machi. It was a grown person. I know it was.
Oh, that also clears Apollo Justice.
It was Mr. Hat.
LMFAO.
So you did witness the crime.
Is that what he's called? I forget. He's called Mr. Hat in this?
Yep.
Okay.
And the killer was a grown person, you say?
Ice Ice Baby DJ, I assume she didn't include this, presumably because she just doesn't want to be involved. She's probably got some skeletons in her closet.
This is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, Herr Lickable.
Well,
Very well, Mr. Justice. I'm not going to say what Prosecutor Gavin just said.
That was perfect timing.
It almost slipped out.
Cross-examination.
It almost slipped out.
Same.
Great going, Apollo. You were right about Lammy Roar. What's wrong? You don't look too happy.
I'm not.
He's never happy.
This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong.
And I love fish.
all right, what I saw too, we're going to be pressing, I assume. Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Kind of surprised they never brought back Red White, since he was the guy that killed Mia. So it seems like he could have been a recurring villain, or at least one more case, since killing Phoenix's mentor should be a bigger deal than it was. Yeah, I mean, I
He got
assume...
pretty thoroughly.
But he also was kind of a pathetic douchebag, so...
Yeah, that's
like-
the thing. Like, the fact that he did that doesn't make him interesting. It just...
Yeah.
It just means that that's something he did, and, you know, as a character, he's not that interesting.
I would have been mad if they kept the guy that killed Mia.
Yeah.
I was really unhappy when that
Yeah.
happened. I was like, I got to know that lady.
In one case.
Okay, shall I just stop pressing everything?
Sure.
Shove her down.
So you were heading toward the dressing room.
And if anything, we should have brought back Callisto U. Yes.
God, right?
So this is a little before she opened the dressing room door and dropped her brooch. About the same time Emma and I heard those shots.
I was on my way back.
What exactly is something like a little window? Are those what I would call normal-sized windows?
Hey, Tiffany Witcher, thank you for resubscribing for 15 months. Let me give Tiffany a quick shout-out. Shout out to Tiffany. They were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Heck yeah. Hope that you were getting your game on. I hope that you were, I don't know,
Sending people to the Shadow Realm. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Yes, well, window is the best word I know in English.
You're learning, Tiffany. I believe in you. I believe that you'll probably be dueling, running around duelists in circles. I don't know.
Martin, for a guy who's really into Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, sometimes you just make it sound like you're trying to convince
you
people
are gonna
into Yu-Gi-Oh.
You're gonna do all the duels. You're gonna use
Yeah.
all the
Show.
duels. You're gonna
draw the cards.
duel
You're gonna
all the cards.
I like the show.
send 2 cards to the graveyard.
Game is confusing.
of the cards.
L-Train, thank
Yeah.
you for the command. You're gonna be dueling people real well.
You're gonna do it real
Yeah.
hard.
You're gonna play real good.
Do
Yeah.
it so hard. I think this is how it is said, yes.
Fail989, thank you for the follow.
You need not worry, Lemuel. Your choice of words is impeccable.
Alan DS2161 says, sounds like a supportive dad that has no idea how your hobby works. And if that's how, honestly, if that's what you think, if that's how I come across, that is very valid. That is pretty
It's
accurate.
really funny.
There is a small window in the dressing room in question. Perhaps the defense remembers this detail.
That little window on the wall.
I saw the crime from there.
You are certain you heard 2 shots fired?
Yes, quite certain.
Didn't we establish there were those 2 bullet holes? Wait, how could those bullet holes have gone through the barrier? I'm
Like the wall?
Because isn't it the diagram? So the body's
I
here.
think- Right.
I assume the window's like here.
Yeah.
I guess it could. It just seems like the barrier might get in the way.
I think that wall in the middle, though, was just cloth or something.
Okay.
Like it wasn't like a solid wall partition.
Okay.
I was on my way to the backstage exit. This was when I heard a faint sound, like a gunshot.
Yes, gunshots are known for being faint sounds.
Just real quiet, confusing. Wondering what it had been, I peered through the window. That is when I heard the second gunshot, much closer.
And there were 2 bullet holes at the scene. No contradictions so far.
It all happened on the other side of that window. There was nothing I could do.
It wasn't Machi who shot. Are you sure?
Yes, quite certain.
It amuses me that you would question her testimony. It is testimony in your favor. Isn't it my job to object?
Yeah, Apollo, what were you thinking?
True, see? Let's just listen to what Lamiror has to say. Can you tell me how you were so sure?
Yes, of course. You see...
Okay. A grown person. That's a little vague.
I am sorry. My skill with your language is lacking, I know.
Certainly, you could at least see whether the shooter was male or female.
It was a man, a young man.
And you're sure of that?
Yes, his voice was quite clear.
Voice?
Looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It does seem likely that you wouldn't have had a clear view of the shooter.
As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. That voice was the voice of a man.
Okay.
So you heard a voice, but wait. Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Latouche?
Let's flash back to him dying another time just to find out.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I did not. Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice, bitch? If it was Mr. Latouche who spoke, I would have known.
Indeed. So you were at the window and you heard the shooter's voice. The voice of a young man. Apollo, this is a good testimony.
Yeah, it's a classic.
That proves it wasn't Machi. Indeed. If this turns out to be true, it would cast this case in a considerably different light. What is the defense's opinion of this testimony?
It's pretty good.
I assume it's
You're pretty
contradictory.
good. I think so, yeah.
No gun fingers.
Though it pains me to say this, there's something about Lamiror's testimony that rings false.
Bravo, Herr Lickable. You're colder than I thought.
I'm sure you remember what the problem is as well as I do, Gavin. As has been established, no grown man could pass through that air vent. Unless they were Eugene Toombs from the X-Files. He couldn't have fled the scene of the crime.
But that means the mirror has to be lying.
I know. And I know it's bad for our case, but I can't shut my eyes to this. Believe me, the idea was tempting.
I can't shut my giant bulging eyes.
They're just too big.
It is as Herr Forehead says. Yet, this is not the only contradiction within her testimony.
Well, what next? What's he talking about?
La Mirror. I understand why you would want to protect Machi. Yet remember, you are the siren of the ballad, and lies do not become such a creature.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It is exactly like what he would say.
What does the prosecution mean? Apollo, what's he talking about?
How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that? Is it 'cause he's hot?
Yes.
I recall the state of the crime scene quite well.
The state of the room. If only we had Little Thief to recreate it.
Yes, and when the murder took place, that window was closed.
It was actually a painting of a woman looking sharp. Oni Guitarist, thank you for the follow.
I find it hard to believe you could hear a voice through it.
What? But I'm sure.
Oh, it's going to have to be like, we're going to end up using this sound mixing board to hear the voice on it or something.
It's worse than that
It's
later on.
worse.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
La Mirror. I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense. But my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser.
But she's the only eyewitness we have.
So you say. And the victim named her the Siren as the witness?
Customer care skeleton says, Lamy. Rawr.
Well, that's right. That's what Mr. Latouche...
We heard your claim. We even entertained the possibility. And it brought us to this. Herr Judge,
Yes?
the prosecution requests that the witness be excused.
I read that as executed.
Just get rid of her.
Just another one.
Get
Rubbish.
rid of her.
Throw out the whole witness.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm afraid I must honor the
Oh
prosecution's
no,
request.
he's gonna kill her.
Take her back. There is indeed a question of the witness's credibility.
But if Lemuror can't testify,
Then we don't have a chance of proving Machi's innocence. This cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin, I have a question about my friend's dead son.
No.
You may continue making your case.
No.
I got shit to be doing after this, so.
Dunker. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I would like to hear from Fraulein Detective again.
wait, let me hear Lemuror's testimony one last time.
But the cross-examination is already over. Until such a time as the need arises. This witness may leave the stand.
Dots. I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance. Dots.
All right.
At last, back to the real trial. Ready, Herr Forehead.
I hope I didn't just miss my only chance.
Fraulein Detective, how far had we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted?
Oh.
Don't ask me.
Everyone's talking to themselves a lot today.
I dislike saying the same thing twice. That's why I'm playing 3 different characters. And I never repeat a song for an encore.
If you would, Miss Sky.
I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latus's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling.
Ah, yes, there was only one door in the room. And a witness, you, was standing in front of it.
That air vent isn't very big, see? Kinda limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have a difficult time.
You sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though, unless you were the killer. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for our killer is the defendant.
A virtuoso performance.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Following some spit. Don't mind me.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
The prosecution is vaping again.
No, I just inhaled spit. Leave me alone.
It's not vape, it's spit.
Please believe me.
Don't look at me.
Do not perceive me or my spit. Unless you want to.
She does state a clear case.
Customer Care Skeleton, thank you for the hydrate command. And your boy Fuyu, thank you for the follow. It's your boy. Somebody asked how old the judge is.
I think, isn't his age like question marks in the court
Yeah, I
record?
don't think they give him an age.
He's kind of immortal a little bit.
I don't think he's even in the court record initially.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm looking at a fan wiki, or at least the Ace Attorney fandom wiki, and the reckoned birth year is 1971 or earlier. So
I would think it has to be
Wow.
earlier.
I would assume.
He's actually the same guy from Great Ace Attorney.
So, reading the report, something caught my eye.
Oh, what's that?
The circumstances of the defendant's arrest.
The circumstances, again.
Hey, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was like passed out.
She's right. Why did Mr.
You got a
Latusse's
great
body
butt.
disappear from the room? Gain a guitar.
Just Spy 1, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 3 months. Hey, are you going to continue your inscription streams? Yes, sorry, I do apologize that I've not continued that recently, but I would like to get back on that and finish that real soon. So hopefully this coming week.
We've had a busy couple weeks.
And end up on top of that stage tower. Holding a guitar, no less.
A perceptive observation, Herr Judge.
Thanks. It was kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough. You get a nose for things.
His little
Judge
Aw.
judging with himself.
that's in my little judge giggle.
He's having a great time.
He doesn't
It's
have
like-
to go meet a
it's like-
terminal child.
Like 300 years later, the judge is finally like, I think I like this job.
Very good, Fraulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer?
All right, the missing body. How's everybody doing? Are we okay? Keep going.
I'm alright.
Yeah.
I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match La Mirror's song.
All these modern singers, like, they don't understand the responsibility of, you know, if they write these lyrics about murders, then people are going to have to carry them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. About moving a body.
Just giving people ideas.
No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. And Machi practically left his signature at the scene. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant.
Guessing we gotta press that signature bit.
Lamiror's song.
Yes, the guitar's serenade. You noticed its code too, did you not?
It's code.
We need a master code breaker.
All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. Sugar, sugar. First, the keys to my heart, held on so tightly, were stolen. Held on to so tightly, were stolen. Anyway.
Then Prosecutor
all
Gavin's guitar burst into flames on stage.
Yeah.
Let me point that out again.
It's like, it was very cool. I loved it. My favorite part of the concert.
Because the music stopped.
The music stopped. He was on fire. What could be better?
Mr. Latusse's life was taken by a bullet. Guns don't kill people, bullets kill people.
Yeah, that's a really interesting way of phrasing that, Apollo. He can write. He can write modern day headlines for police violence.
The rest hardly needs explanation. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky.
Boy, did Epp cashed in there, redeemed for a hoo-ha, but once again, the hoo-ha is being... Oh, there it is.
Hoo-ha.
Why is there a delay on that one? That's so
Hoo-ha's
weird.
on strike.
The hoo-ha is acting up.
But that's mad. It's like a story out of some fairy tale.
I admit I'd forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were.
Hey, you know I was the one who first noticed that. I've heard of jumping rope to songs and counting to songs.
But moving bodies to songs? Mecha Pugzilla, thank you for the follow.
But killing?
It's a wild world out there, Herr Judge.
Like my Animal Crossing game.
Very well. We've heard one song and dance. Let's get on to the next. The cross-examination.
He started off with Animal Crossing, and that led him to Genshin Impact eventually.
Wow.
L Train.
The Animal Crossing to Genshin Impact pipeline.
I don't like this joke.
L Train 444, thank you for the Proto Badger cash in there. You didn't quite scare me, but
I'm not so sure I'm going to be doing much singing.
the missing body. I believe Machi stole the body. Removed the body to match Lamaros's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the.
Turn down for what?
Right, Tamika, thank you for cashing in your statues for a turn down for what there? And Machi practically left his signature at the scene. Which statement was it you said to?
I say try the one about the signature, because we don't really have any more details on that.
I gotta say.
What do you mean by his signature?
Bullet holes in the wall, of course.
What, are you trying to argue that's Braille or something?
I don't fucking know.
The bullet holes.
Hey
The
there,
revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall.
And that means what exactly?
That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart.
How does this make it the signature?
It would be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that
That
rate.
almost makes it sound like Machi is like a serial killer.
Right? Like that's
He's not
his
a
signature
serial
after he kills
killer.
someone?
His signature is that he misses.
The signature is that he misses and his victims always live.
Classic Machi.
The bad aim killer.
Intense.
Difficult to miss, you say?
Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim, unlike a baby.
No, you can't be serious.
Unlike a chihuahua that would be obliterated by the recoil. Machi, he can't see. That's why he missed?
This is a weird argument.
It's the only explanation that makes sense.
This is why this case is a
I
little
guess.
So nobody else
Yeah.
could miss.
Maybe the killer just sucks at what they do.
He
That could be anyone.
and other senses to fire the gun
like taste.
poorly. Very, very poorly.
That reminds me, the monitor at that time was blaring at the time, yeah? The monitor in that room was blaring at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
The monitor at the
The
time?
monitor at the time was blaring at the time in the room, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound.
How have we got onto radar?
Because he's blind.
Right, but
A blind shooter.
Blind people can only navigate by going, where am
Stand
I?
still so I can shoot you.
Hello! I am blind and I'm going to shoot.
Stop moving!
No wonder he missed.
no
What
wonder.
up? Silly blind man.
I knew those bullet holes would come back to haunt me. Think, Justice, what do I do now?
I guess I raise an objection. I don't know though.
Raise an objection.
I guess
Lift up your hand and say, I
Sure.
object.
Sure, there were bullet holes left in the wall. But that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see.
Oh, how so?
Mr. Juxtapose, thank you for the 20 bits. Clearly they used the first shot for echolocation and the second one to kill. I think that's, genuinely what the game is suggesting, which is really something.
Yeah, what's the word for this? Conjecture?
Yeah.
Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim.
That's certainly possible.
And it might have been I'm gonna do it! It might have been the revolver's fault!
Oh no, you're pointing it the wrong way. Turn it around. Turn it around.
You don't want to do this! The revolver? You mean this one?
Judge.
Basilmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. I think the word is contrived. I suppose so. Donut Anon, thank you for the head pat there. And Nazra Mitra, thank you for the raid. Holy cow, Nazra. Nazra, thank you for the raid there. Let's give you a quick shout. Oh, you're playing Rune Factory 5. Thank you, Lena Kira.
The judge is going Persona.
Oh gosh, Persona 3.
The revolver was a very large caliber, correct?
If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon.
Glad you had fun on the farm with Rune Factory 5 there, Nazra.
Why, it could dislocate their shoulder.
Or explode a chihuahua.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It would just turn that chihuahua into a fine mist.
I would like to call Beverly Hills Chihuahua to the stand to prove this theory.
The defendant, as you can see, tiny.
He's just a little guy, Your Honor.
He's just as little as I am.
The defendant, Machi Tobaye, is, as you can see, fun size.
He's a tiny man.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, Nazra. Thank you so much for bringing your friends over. Pixelinks me, thank you for the 10 bits. So he missed because he couldn't see, but he was able to quickly escape out the vent in the mere moment it took Apollo to enter. Yeah, right. Just scrambled back there.
He teeny. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would throw off his aim.
A convincing argument, to be sure.
Yeah, you convinced?
Well, we'll see.
Take that, smug, sexy prosecution.
Oh, where do you want me to take it?
Apollo? You said that out loud.
What? Oh, God.
That's
That
what
bit
I
about
want to
Machi
say.
being tiny. And the gun throwing off his aim?
Yeah,
Are you kind of,
I totally
Right.
proved that it's him.
admitting that he did it?
Oh.
You dumb fuck?
It does not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant.
Real Predhead, thank you for the 100 bits. Apollo, people would call out your forehead less if you stopped pointing at it all the time, you know.
Even the defense seems to agree on that point.
Cripes! I really put my foot in it this time, and I became a Hanna-Barbera character.
Hawk stepped in the doo-doo. But let's get the facts of the matter on the record.
Cripes!
If you would, Fraulein Detective. If you would, Fraulein Detective.
Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony.
Right.
I like how Clavier says Fraulein Detective, and then the judge is just like, yeah, okay.
From the state of the crime scene, Clavier, don't talk over me, I swear to God. I conclude the shooter was blind.
Oh.
Oops.
This doesn't look so good, does it, Apollo?
No, it doesn't.
What do we do?
First, we don't panic. Even though Machi's case is leaking water by the gallon. Gavin's on a roll, and it's up to me to stop him.
I believe Machi's also the shit, yeah.
For the state of the crime scene, I conclude the shooter was blind.
Should we push?
I guess we should.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. You can't say he was blind just because of those bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that.
I wouldn't call it proof per se.
Huh?
You've merely raised a possibility. Fraulein Detective has made a most logical conjecture based upon the evidence. Of course, there is more evidence than just bullet holes. The defendant was the only one who could have escaped through the air vent.
What?
But wait, if he was blind, how would he know about the air vent in the first place?
A very good point. I had energy drink in my mouth. Well, Fraulein Detective, would you care to explain? It was not vape for the record.
We're drinking vape juice, ew. He certainly seems sure of himself.
Recall the crime scene if you would.
Oh boy,
Puberty.
I love recalling this crime scene. It's like my favorite.
I wish we'd do it again.
Oh boy! There was a step ladder below the air vent. Do not argue with me about whether it was in the ladder or a step ladder. As it has oh fuck shit.
It was
As
scheduled?
it happens, I will eat your family.
Baby.
As it happens. Maintenance was scheduled for that day. Do you know what snackoos actually are? Because they're jerkified fingers that I cure
Wow.
myself.
You're like Corone.
I'm like
Thank you.
Corona.
Thank you for the baby.
Baby.
Custodial staff went around checking all the air vents.
I don't believe it.
Everyone backstage was told about the maintenance, including Machito Baye.
And that definitely means he would know where to find the air vent. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. I will eat your baby. Marin, 22.
He would have known that there would be a way out at the top of that step ladder.
Oh, I suppose.
But that's... Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this?
You could have figured it out for yourself.
Based on the no evidence of this that we gave you.
You only needed to consider what the stepladder was doing there.
In every Ace Attorney game before this, they never ask you to justify why there's a stepladder there. They're always just there.
I know, right?
What are you talking about? It was the most unusual object in the room.
Oh my god.
It stood out so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for cashing
I
in.
walked into that room and I was like, the fuck is this stepladder doing here?
I figured out what the issue is with the hoo-ha redeem. Thank you for cashing that in there.
What happened?
So the way the redeem works is when somebody activates it, instead of saying make the video clip play, I just have it on the sources, and then it just basically toggles it on, so the source is active. But the source was already active, so what it would do was it would toggle it off and then toggle it back on again after like 5 seconds. So it was just doing it in reverse.
Looks like the defense's objection has been squished by a stepladder.
Well, Herr Lickable. Out of ammunition, perhaps.
I've never seen Prosecutor Gavin so aggressive. Maybe he's caught the scent of blood.
Paulo, don't you have something? Anything?
Thank you for the head pad donut. What?
We need something to prove the killer could see.
I don't know why it keeps doing that thing where it skips
don't know.
the first line, and sometimes they're there for like half a second.
Yeah. That'll put him in his place.
Nothing is gonna put this guy in his place.
Just look at him.
Wait, hold on. Who wants to put me in my place?
Proving the shooter was sighted would do it. That would take down one of their central points. Do I have any evidence that can prove that, though?
What do I have? Maybe there's something. No.
Oh, what about the crime scene photo? Because he wouldn't have known that he was writing down, like, or trying to write down a name in blood,
Oh,
right? If he was actually blind. So then it shouldn't be...
Smudged?
Yeah, it shouldn't be smudged.
Yeah, because presumably the person who killed him rubbed it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine. I accept the prosecution's challenge.
I knew you would, Hair Forehead.
What exactly am I up against here? The prosecution is saying the shooter missed because he or she couldn't see. Therefore, Machi, who's blind, did it.
The defense will please present their evidence. Evidence that overturns the prosecution's claims that the shooter couldn't see.
Nerd Assassin, thank you for the follow. You a sassy nerd. Got a few of those in these games. Alright, let's present the photo.
Got a few of those in each stream.
It's true.
This is that evidence.
The photograph of the crime scene?
I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face. But this is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor, the crime scene. There is something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's points.
Then perhaps you'd best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah.
You want me to finger something? What?
I want you to finger me, please. Thank you.
Very well. Show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice.
So full of beans, thank you for the follow.
I don't like being full of beans, personally.
Alright. There it is.
The contradiction is right here.
The smeared bloodstains.
I thought it was just my blurry vision.
Eyes are scorched from playing Genshin Impact.
This man is actually 16. He's just been playing Genshin Impact really hard.
Yeah. But it really was blurry. He spent all of his money on Genshin Impact, so now he can't go to the optometrist.
Can't go to the optometrist, can't buy good food, can't leave to go anywhere. Doesn't get any real
How
sun.
pissed do you think he is that he has to go visit a terminally ill child rather than play Genshin Impact?
Oh, super pissed.
He's like, I could be getting wives right now.
Yeah. The way the victim's hand is raised above his head. Much like a gesture I've seen many times in this court.
People keep pointing in his courtroom. McBoomer Zoomer, thank you for the follow.
Okay, Boomer. It's almost as if he wrote something.
Aha! I get it. At least I think I get it.
Damn.
Get what, Fraulein?
When Mr. Letus was shot, he tried to write something.
Look,
And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write it in but his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
Thanks for making my point for me.
You're welcome.
Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here.
That does seem to be a distinct possibility.
Thank you for the hydrate there, Erikios. And in honor of Bleach coming back, we have Renji Goob following. Thank you, Renji Goob.
Wow.
The victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion.
Are they starting Bleach from the beginning?
No, my understanding is that this is the final arc that was never animated. That they're finally.
Oh, okay.
So it's like Inuyasha, where they had the final little bit that they slapped on at the end there.
I wish they would slap both Inuyasha and Bleach.
What is
I'm gonna
it,
keep my mouth
2004?
Hey, we will respect Inuyasha in this house.
Not in my house.
Why?
In my house, we're respecting Inuyasha.
Not in my house.
Well, this is my house. Well, it's Martin's house. Martin, do you respect Inuyasha?
Martin literally said why.
That shit is why I'm here today, bitch.
Really?
Yeah, Inuyasha
Better
was totally.
shit,
Inuyasha was
Inuyasha?
totally a reason why I wanted to be a voice actor.
So you think if you removed, and I'm genuinely interested, if you removed Inuyasha altogether, you would not be a voice actor?
Inuyasha was definitely like a big reason why I was like into anime, and I was into Inuyasha for a very long time, and I don't think I would have like been because the only thing I had really seen prior to that was like Yu-Gi-Oh! So, and I was like, ooh, this is
That wasn't
dark.
enough?
So then
You had to
Yu-Gi-Oh!
also
Clearly
have
not
Inuyasha?
inspiring enough.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is Inuyasha proved that there were adult and violent concepts that could be done in animation, to me, at that time. So I am very much on the side of Inuyasha. It's cringe, sure.
Yu-Gi-Oh
Don't get
wasn't
me wrong,
violent enough
but
for you?
also Rumiko Takahashi is a queen and highly influential in the world of manga. So while I may not like it personally anymore, it's like the Beatles. I can't say that the Beatles were not highly influential in the music world.
Inuyasha is
So
much like the
Inuyasha
Beatles.
and the Beatles are the same.
Oh my god, that's the next
Beatles
movie.
just stole other people's shit and then were more
Exactly.
popular because they were white.
All right, so Inuyasha's even better than the Beatles.
That I can't argue with, but that doesn't make Inuyasha good.
I mean, I'm not arguing that it's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not arguing that it's good. I'm saying, but also, like, I totally accept that, like there are lots of things that I love that are terrible. Like, I love
Like
the
me.
Transformers movies. Not all of them. But they're my guilty pleasure, so, you know. Anyway,
Right.
and Transformers 4, once TJ Miller died, got really... it was a lot better, okay? So, Transformers 4, Inuyasha, watch them all right now. Just hang up.
Or don't.
Or don't. Hang up the phone right now. Go watch Transformers.
Did you say this, Soupy?
Not yet. Drat. I just wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that.
Right, Kurika, thank you for the 10 bits. Same, Marin, I love Inuyasha. I think it's a great classic series. Well, there you go.
It's fun, you know, like...
And E-Man
if you're
says...
looking...
Go on.
Huh.
E-Man says, speaking of Inuyasha, have you seen Yasha Hime, Half-Demon Princesses?
Yeah, well, I mean,
You're in
no... I'm in it. I'm like a little villain of the week that dies. I'm a drag queen right in the beginning. It's great.
Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind. He would write
Neither would
judge.
I.
Dots.
No one has anything else to say? L-Train, thank you for the 10 bits. Remember when the most debated thing during Apollo Justice streams was panties? Pepperidge Farm remembers. No, you're forgetting Iceman.
Yeah.
Look, anime history is important. We will learn where we came from.
Absolutely. I'm just
Yeah,
stunned
that's why
that...
they're gonna make a movie like they did with the Beatles, where they go to an alternate universe where the Inuyasha never got famous.
And
Oh,
some guy is
right.
like, hang on, I gotta make Inuyasha.
I was like, shit, that's gonna take a while, but I guess I'll do it.
I thought you were talking about the documentary that Peter Jackson put together, and then I realized during they go to an alternate universe, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I
Peter
don't think
Jackson.
that happens in the
Like-
documentary,
No.
but maybe.
Peter Jackson spent a lot
I
of
didn't
money on the
interpret it
budget.
that way.
Yeah, and Ed Sheeran is there. He voices Inuyasha.
Oh my god.
And Sheeran is Inuyasha. Who's Kagome? Fucking Camille, the chick who played Cinderella. Like,
Yes. And Shishomaru is Crisp Rat.
Oh my god.
Oh.
No, Shawn Mendes. Kikyo is Ariana Grande.
Stop. It's kind of fire.
Canadamus Prime, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 3 months. Has it been 3 months? According to Twitch, but I don't trust Twitch all the time.
You guys are in the first trimester. Congratulations.
Wow.
No one has anything
You
else to
made it.
say about Inuyasha?
Nah.
About who?
Oh my god, it's happening!
We have to show him Inuyasha.
So the prosecution accepts this? You agree this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And that the killer tried to rub the name out?
Rub who out?
What's your point?
What's my point? I've got 2 of them. Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name?
There's 1 point right there.
Well, Mr. Latouche was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was...
Hang on. 1 sec, sorry.
Sounded like he was going to sneeze or let the dog out.
Oh. Sorry about that.
No,
Did you sneeze or let the dog out?
No, I just had to readjust.
Oh, I see. Then I was wrong. Completely wrong.
Wait.
Once he saw what it was?
What did you just testify about the shooter?
I said they was blind. Oh, God.
Yet the crime seems... The crime seems... No. Yeah, the crime
What?
scene itself contradicts that.
What?
I got there in the end. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise?
Puberty.
May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi Tobaye, is blind, I think is what I said. He couldn't have been the shooter.
Impossible!
Order! Prosecutor Gavin, please explain to me what this all means.
Man, Clavier is huge in that wide shot. She's like 8 feet tall. Give me your number, bro.
It's based on Apollo's perception of height.
Yeah.
I just hope it's anywhere near reality, because damn. Dots. He's very cocky.
I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet up until now.
It seems I owe the court an apology.
He makes like an apology video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Look,
Let me just set up the ring light.
I did not
Yeah.
know that this would cause such a problem, and if I did, I wouldn't have done it.
This is the hardest video
I'm
I've
sorry,
ever had
you
to
didn't
make.
understand my test.
I'm in a really dark place right now.
The Governors are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred during our concert. Apparently, this has caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner.
The Gavin
Oh,
is
he's pulling some updated autopsy report shit on us, isn't he?
Oh no, he updated the autopsy.
Gavin has tried to trademark their prosecution style, and they called it Prosecute World. And they were hoping that other prosecutors were going to follow suit and use that kind of template, and they would be able to have the rights to it, and people could pay for it. But then people didn't like that, so the Governors had to apologize.
I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here. Vibe check. Dusk Bringer 13, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix somewhere. Here we go again.
Hey, Apollo, look at him.
I am.
Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that?
Pretty sure he just
'Cause I-
farted.
Yeah, I just took a great shit.
Oh, God.
Like he knows something we don't, and he's about to tell us.
I just took a great shit. I've got an idea. Let's rock! With these documents. But before that. That was the
Yes,
finest
boring
prince I've ever
king.
seen. He's like a sexy Adam Scott from Parks and Rec. The sexy accountant. I have a question for the Fraulein detective. If I may.
What?
Tell me, why do you think that Machitobaye is blind?
Hold up.
That's a loaded question.
She wears sunglasses. You racist.
Huh?
What did he say?
What are you saying?
What is he saying?
What
You
is
can't
he
just
saying?
ask someone why they're blind.
You can't just ask if he's blind. Of course he's blind.
Of course.
What is
How the
going
fuck
on?
do you know?
He's the blind pianist, right? So he's doesn't them wear lead him around by the hand all the time or like on a leash?
No way.
I have a report here on the defendant, Machitobaye.
This whole section feels very inspired by Arrested Development.
According to this, Machitobaye, not Emma, can see perfectly well.
What?
What?
So first, the person who can't speak English speaks English fine, and now the blind person can see just fine.
Yes.
His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Virginians.
What?
I just decided not to mention it because it was convenient to me.
Welcome, Frost Aurora. It's going all right. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's still. I think it's still 4th. Are we in 4-3 or I thought we were in 4-2?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Nope,
Okay.
this is 4-3.
Wow.
4-2 was the
Or
panties
two was-
case.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 is the game. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought it was like section and then the.
No.
Okay.
Oh no, it's game and then case.
Okay.
Case, yeah. We don't usually do like
That's the
four-
Ace Attorney traditional nomenclature.
I see.
Yeah, we don't do like the case within the case chapter references. Like we don't do like 4-3.2.
Yeah.
He can see quite well.
I remember when I logged onto the internet for the first time and I really wanted to find previous episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and I didn't understand the way that episode numbers were listed commonly. For example, like episode 201 is season 2, episod 1, and I was like, holy
You're like,
shit.
there's 201 episodes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I literally was like, how are there so many episodes? Yazil Magia, thank you for the 10 bits. This whole trial is just everyone lying about their capabilities. Maybe the judge isn't even really a judge.
Wouldn't you like to know?
But you said...
What did I say exactly?
Yeah.
Herr Lickable, not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was Fraulein Detective.
And as we know, she's an idiot.
That's...
A significant fact, yes. Consider Machi Tobaye sees.
Jojo Tupac... What was it? Jobu Tupaki. That's what I think of whenever we hear Tobaye.
Oh, like from
Everything Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You're very quiet, Martin.
What?
You're very quiet.
Am I quiet for everybody?
Sound okay to me. It could just
Yeah.
be your Discord, Marin.
Yeah,
let me check.
my
man.
levels look fine. Ryu
that's the
Spirit
wrong thing.
VTuber, thank you for the follow.
No, I've even got you on a 120. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'll turn down the stream volume.
And he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent.
Oh, Iria is saying the volume's quiet for them too. Oh, okay. I'll turn myself up a little bit. Sorry about that. I'll try a little bit louder there. The Azulmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. So if Flavia was aware Machi wasn't blind, then basing his argument around the premise that Machi was blind and using that to get him accused of murder seems kind of sketchy. Yeah, I mean, he's obviously pulling the fast one.
He's just being silly.
He's just a silly little guy.
Yeah.
Did you say this, Marin?
I did. I see no problems with this. I see no problems with this.
But what about the bullet holes in the wall?
I mean, we kind of established that blind or not, that could still happen.
Yeah.
Yes, the bullet holes.
Turns out he just sucks at shooting a gun.
I believe Herr Forehead neatly explained those for us.
So in a way, Clavia was like hoping we would explain away the blind thing so he could be like, ta-da, not blind.
LOL, JK. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. He missed because he's a tiny baby boy.
Yeah,
Is that the line? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the line.
Clarissa89, thank you for the follow. I hope you're here to explain it all.
A simple accident, in other words.
I like that his little model here kind of has a 3D vibe because of the way his hair is coming out there. I don't know.
Beautiful. It's like if you had 3D glasses on right now,
Yeah.
it's like it would look like his hair is coming at you.
They need to release a
That's
director's cut of this game that whenever he's about to do that, it says, put on your 3D glasses now.
Isn't that just the 3DS?
How's that? Did you like my 3D hair?
Evil Sea Monkeys, welcome.
I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies.
What up, ESM? ESM.
This is where the real fun begins here, Forehead.
Ah, he quoted the prequels. Ah.
Do it. I knew you didn't have what it took.
To watch Star Wars?
Yeah, you did.
You jerk! Just what was I in here for? Comic relief?
Yes.
Yeah, apologize.
Oh, sorry. Another woman's heart broken.
That's no way to apologize.
Another femme's heart broken.
He's
No.
angered the Trucy now. Look out.
I'll kill him.
Blame it on Mr. Hat.
If we could please end the bickering now.
Whatever, I'm not leaving.
Oh shit, a witness is just refusing to leave the
Fuck
stand.
you, Judge.
The rest of the
I
game,
know.
I live here now.
the rest of the game is
I've never dealt with this situation before.
Put in some hostile infrastructure. I'm not leaving.
the rest of the game is just screen after screen of her chomping down snackoos
Yeah.
until your DS battery runs out.
Little fingers.
Please, I need to visit my friend's son before he dies.
I can't leave like this.
Thank you, Psychic Space Cow, for redeeming your "This better not awaken anything in me." And Donut Anon, thank you for the head pan.
I'll come up with some clue to solving this case. I will come up with some clues to solving this case if it kills me.
You got this.
I'm so tired.
Oh dear.
But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant.
Oh, don't say that. What?
This blood stain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right?
That seems to be what happened, yes.
We might be able to find out what was really written here.
Yeah. Evil sea monkeys, thank you for scaring me. I'm Apollo Justice.
Shit.
Thank you for the proto badger redeem that evil sea monkeys. Really? You could do that?
That's
Only if
right.
you do it for me.
Oh, God.
With this. It's called luminol. It's called luminol.
You mean they didn't
you know
already do this?
I don't think so.
Nah.
Maybe you know of it. It's a chemical that reacts to blood.
All we did was fill footprints with the little cement stuff.
Yes. Have we done those tests yet?
I'm not gonna fucking tell you.
The bloodstains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform the blood tests, that section was removed and submitted.
Lady Catherine,
Baby.
Lady Catherine Fay Queen, thank you for cashing in the starters for a baby.
Hoo-ha!
Perhaps we should request it here in
Ooh-ha.
court now.
And Appleton87, thank you for cashing in the starters for a hoo-ha.
Oh god, that jacket. I want to be that jacket.
Right. Go for it, Apollo.
Do it for me. I'm like stupid.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Appleton, thank you for the hydrate command. Emma Sky, more like Emma Skive.
Huh? I have to do the test?
Skive is a word for not doing work.
You just have to spray it all. Wait, hold on. I can do this. You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple.
A chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere.
Hopefully law school.
Like in law school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Apollo, I guess passing the bar doesn't mean what I thought.
I heard about this on YouTube and not in law school.
Yeah, sublingual
I
analysis
remember
is
now.
called for. Have at it. The YouTube video was top 10 fucked up Phoenix Wright cases.
Right. Ready? It's easy as pie. It's easy as pie. Just touch the screen to spray an area. Spray it all over the place. Here, give it a try.
The eyes of the entire court are focused on me.
Apollo, your hand's shaking.
Uh,
How cringe.
What?
Just spray it.
Let's do this.
What if the DS made you do it with the blowing on the microphone?
Oh shit, it's numbers. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
God. It's the Wi-Fi password.
Enhance. Wow. It really works.
What the
There's some
heck?
digits to pi in here. This must be the power of science.
It says IPGX. Oh man, that was a good show on Cartoon Network starring
Wasn't Haley Joel Osment in that? Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Oh my god. Oh, but then there's 314206.
Wait, what? Haley Joel Osment was in something?
Yeah, he was in
He's
an
in
anime that
IGPX.
was like
Oh.
Cartoon Network's first co-production, if I recall correctly.
Oh.
It was Cartoon Network's first co-production with Japan, and it was produced, and they stunt cast like a bunch of celebrities as the main characters, and it was recorded at Bang Zoom.
Okay. Mr.
Fun
Juxtapose, thank you for the 10 bits. It's a Steam code. Quick, redeem it now. I wonder what we'd get.
It was like a racing mech show, though. It was pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. Wasn't Michelle Rodriguez in it?
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Michelle Rodriguez, Haley Joel Osment. I don't know if it was a prelay or if it was a dub. I'm pretty sure the main cast were like done prelay, and then they had the incidentals come in and dub.
Crazy.
That's totally my guess, though. I don't know.
Is that the killer's name?
Oh my god, the killer was one of Elon Musk's children.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Did Haley
no.
Joel Osment fucking kill someone?
Well,
It-
yeah,
it
but
skipped the judge's line, but it was maybe it is if the killer was a robot.
Aha. I have it.
So what is it?
Oh yeah, Mark Hamill was in it. I forgot about that.
IGPX had 2 seasons.
I think I only saw the one.
Yeah, me too.
We should watch that.
This was 2005. What a long time ago.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
I thought those letters IGPX looked familiar. This is an Interpol ID number.
Oh.
Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency?
FBI? You mean the
As if
Federal
there's
Bureau
another
of
int-
Investigation?
Yeah. It's like, no, the other Interpol.
Don't be silly.
The band.
That's my job.
Yes, most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number?
Because he was an Interpol agent, I assume.
Eh.
Why would Mr. Latouche even know a number like that?
Good show, Fraulein Detective. Rock on.
Rock
Let's go
on.
find that paperwork. Yeah.
Huh? What?
Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come to the witness stand. Come up here. Get your dick up here. Your big dildo shockhead.
Rock Ruland, thank you for the 10 bits. No, the other Interpol, the International Pole Dancers Association. He was murdered by a
Oh
pole
my
dancer.
god.
Speaking of poles, get up here, Darian.
8675.
Oh yeah, I wasn't here for meeting Darian. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. his hair.
Something else.
Oh man, you
That
missed
guy.
you missed
That
a whole
guy.
drama. A whole drama. We had multiple polls about whether or not he was hot or if you would fuck him.
I think he's hot.
General
I think he's
consensus is that
hot.
he was
I
not
think so
fuckable, right?
too.
But I'm also
No.
a lifelong Yu-Gi-Oh fan.
You
Yeah,
can handle
So
the
like,
weird hair.
I'm
So, like,
not
the
very
standards are a little out of
moved.
whack.
Yeah, I'm
I
not very
definitely-
moved by his hair.
I definitely said he was hot and fuckable, but I was
think
in
the
the
polls-
minority.
Yeah, the
I
poll
think
said he
he's-
was not fuckable.
Or hot.
I think he's hot, but not fuckable. But if he's like wet, like a wet dog, and his hair's undone,
You mean like a
because he's
shark?
gonna have long hair,
Yeah.
then he's fuckable.
Oh, I see. So you want to fuck him in the shower.
Yes,
Okay.
and only there.
What
Or
if
the
his hair
ocean.
stays like that, though?
Then that's
down?
concerning. Then
It's a part of his
it's a
skeleton.
no-go. Yeah,
That's
it's
just his
its own
skeleton.
bone.
Yeah, there's just a skull under there. It's just a weird skull growth.
It's actually not hair. It's an exoskeleton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's a
if that's the
defense
case, it's a
mechanism.
not hot, not fuckable.
How,
There's a lot
I'm
of
just-
levels to this in my brain.
I'm just
I've
saying,
thought about it a
like,
lot.
if it is not hair, that makes it more fuckable, technically.
No,
Interesting answer. Interesting take.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
agree, but I
no.
respect it.
Marin. All Martin said in the past 5 minutes is no.
Discount GM, thank you for bonking Marin.
I'm true neutral. I'm true neutral.
Did you say this line?
Anyway, I'm happy to see him.
Darian, regarding the conversation of fuckability, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID.
Why are they
number.
trusting him? He could be a suspect.
It could be.
Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27.
This fucker.
I have been assumed into heaven.
I'm not sure what to think of all this.
Neither am fucking I.
Trick question. We don't think.
Yeah, we don't think we just stay.
The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems.
No, those are just my pants.
Oh, well. Yet if this number is really that of an Interpol agent,
Oh, wait. I know. I know.
No. I know. What if I'm tired.
What
Oh,
if
dear.
Machi Tobias is really an undercover Interpol agent?
That would be a possibility.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
A possibility, yes. And one that would mark him as the killer for certain.
Why did Latouche know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know.
Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report.
I'm stuck in the door.
God damn it, Darian!
Just turn sideways.
You cannot run. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we?
Can you unravel my hair?
It's not hair. We've already had this discussion. A curious mystery concerning Magic
Somehow you convinced me that my hair is not hair.
Is it hair or is it your skull? We have not actually. I don't know what the accent is.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Fraulein Detective, please accept my apologies.
This guy's made so many apology videos in the last 20 minutes.
This is the hardest video I've ever had to make since the last video I just made, but I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began.
Oh.
It seemed
And that's
too
why
much.
I'm so problematic.
It seemed too much of a bother to tell you.
Yeah, that's a real bother right there.
You had me until that last bit.
Does this not raise a rather straightforward question?
Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend he couldn't see?
Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Hair Forehead?
Huh? Me?
Machi Tobaye pretended he was blind. Do you know why?
How could he know?
Hoo-ha!
Wait, Prosecutor Gavin
Hoo-ha.
knows why, doesn't he?
Thank you, Bob Boris, for catching in your
Hoo-ha.
hoo-ha redeem there.
Hoo-ha. He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on the whole time.
Something wrong. Do you think perhaps this is all some kind of game?
Nah.
Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why.
I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else.
What does that have to do with anything?
There was a reason why Machi Tobaye pretended to be blind. But it wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now?
It wasn't for himself.
Ah, bitch.
Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness?
Maybe.
Maybe
is there?
Is it
the
part of the investigation
advertisement?
request? Is that like, is that?
I mean, I know why.
I would assume it has to do with marketing. So can we look at the
Oh,
poster? What does it say?
It doesn't. It says sightseeing La Miroir.
Okay,
Museum.
and then what does the descriptor say? Nothing.
La Miroir's
Okay.
own publicity postcard. Team Aqua admin Chris says he was pretending because he wanted those 6 shades.
Huh.
Maybe we could present the profile. Sorry, go on.
I don't think you can present profiles in here.
Oh.
Unless it, like prompts you
Oops.
specifically
I
for
didn't mean
one.
to. Well, anyway.
All right, I guess the case is
Well,
over.
now you have to figure it out.
Machi had no reason to pretend he couldn't see. Which means, no, it couldn't be.
Good show, Hair Forehead. It seems you've thought of something.
Yeah. Why can't I figure these things out on my own? It's
My big
supposed to
boy
be my
brain.
game. I hate having to take my cues from this guy. Very well, look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see.
Maybe the Bruges?
You think?
I don't know. Wait, what? Can we look at the? Can we look at the lyrics?
Oh, the
you
lyrics.
were gonna.
Sorry.
Change your pin.
The lyrics.
And then the next page. Okay, it's just Lamur and Gavin.
Okay. I don't know.
I remember why if you want me to tell you, but
Marin, any
I won't if
ideas?
you don't want me to.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm brain dead.
I don't remember.
All right, Soupy, go ahead.
I believe it is the postcard.
Oh. What?
So it's the publicity. It's for the sake of
it's
like
the concept of
putting on a show.
publicity. Oh, it's
You'll-
not.
you'll-
It's the very
see why.
concept of publicity.
I'm presenting to you the concept of publicity.
All right. It is the only thing I would think of.
That is La Mirror.
Lamiror and Machi Tobaye, is it?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's their act is together.
Oh. Okay. Recall their relationship. In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country.
Lamuar and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading by him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him.
That's right, because he was blind. She led him at all times, never letting him go.
All times.
Yet we have just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Machi could see. Why did they have to keep up this act the whole time?
Well, wasn't it part of their performance?
I think there's a simpler explanation.
You point me in the direction of this simp.
Machi did not need to be led by the hand at all. That can only mean one thing.
Puberty.
Really, it was all the other way around.
What? The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lamiror. Oh, that's why she's called Lamiror. They're a reflection of what the issue is. Like, it's the reverse.
Sure.
No?
Oh, what's this?
I don't know.
So you mean to say that La Mirror she's...
Yes, Your Honor. Lamiror is blind.
Come on, man. What the fuck?
Dumpster.
Xavier is just like, oh, you haven't heard?
I knew that too.
This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin.
Is it now?
Yeah.
I already knew it. Y'all are fucking slow.
I never said she wasn't blind.
I never once
Yeah.
during this court said that this bitch could see anything.
Please shed some sanity on this madness.
I only shed beautiful blonde hair.
The defense has made an outrageous claim.
The only thing outrageous I see is the only thing outrageous I see about the defense is his vast, lickable forehead.
Okay.
Yet I see it is not vast in vain. This time. He is quite correct.
He called him Big Brain.
Your vast forehead hides behind it a giant brain that I also want to lick.
But that makes no sense.
It does not.
Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something?
Well, since we have her here, why not ask La Miroir herself? I believe she is still in the witness waiting room.
Apollo, what does this mean for our case?
Don't ask me.
Thank you for bonking Marin, Duskbringer.
Don't ask
What did I
me. You were gonna
I'm
lick a
just
guy's
licking
brain.
brains.
I
I wanted him for his brain.
I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined it until now.
That makes that image of her looking through that window even funnier.
She didn't even know she was looking through a window.
She's like, this wall sounds weird.
Bailiff, bring in Lammy Roar.
How has this not been discovered?
It would explain why she's like, I
Ow.
never forget a voice, bitch.
Lamwar.
I do feel like not like if you didn't already know that fact, it's a real leap to get to.
Yeah. Holy
So
cow.
it's just like I know
Yeah.
that's the twist, but like they just expect you to stumble upon that. That's cool. Whatever.
Still okay. We thank you for bonking me. I'm not sure why, but thank you. Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. I'm calling shenanigans. This is bullshittery of the highest degree. It certainly is up there. And Mr. Juxtapose, thank you for the 10 bits. So the studio could have went with the blind singer gimmick, but they were like, nah, man, blind pianist, so what sells?
It pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. And yet I must.
Please do not be concerned on my behalf. Also, don't belch.
It's Borginian custom, I thought we established.
Well, yeah, he's appropriating her culture.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it makes me really uncomfortable.
Those eyes. She really can't see? Really?
It is true.
Yeah, Zalmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. I can't wait for Clavia to reveal he was aware who the killer was this whole time and be like, well, I never said they weren't the killer.
I was just leading you.
Clavia is definitely like a service bottom, I think. He's not a top.
How funny it is that
I was so pleased with that observation, I realized it was my line. It took me a while.
how funny it is that a tiny lie born in the Borginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world.
The fuck?
So you are.
Yes, as I mentioned before. I have no memory of the time before I became Lamoire. Know, too, that my memories begin in darkness. The word light has no meaning for Lamoire.
What?
I see. But you don't.
What the fuck?
You may recall. You may recall me saying something toward the beginning of this trial here, Forehead.
Okay, mama.
Told Mozzarella
Okay.
yelling.
She's like, ow. Ow.
Huh?
Okay.
What's that?
I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. No, Lamboire, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes?
Look with your special eyes.
Of course. It was never my intent to deceive any of you.
My witness stand.
May I begin, Your Honor?
Yes. Yes, of course. Though I admit I'm a little lost here, as usual.
He admits it this time.
I'll own it this one time.
I think we're all a little bit lost here, Your Honor.
This case has had a significant lack of Phoenix's neck.
Right?
Lamoire's
We will never know
eyes.
what that neck do at this rate.
I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with my PR line before he knew this.
What?
So, silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see.
Yeah, they definitely couldn't change that.
What the fuck?
Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others.
What? So it was timing that was the issue.
But this is a murder trial.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Imagine Apollo just takes off his shoe and throws it at her to test if she actually is blind.
Yep, she's blind, all right. She's also dead. How big is his shoe? Probably shouldn't have worn the steel toes today.
I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see.
Julian, it has taken some wild turns.
I was to keep my blindness a secret, no matter what.
Rhythm in Art 5262. Thank you for the follow.
Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would... She told us the truth in the beginning. When she said she saw nothing.
Okay.
Very well. Does the defense have anything to add?
Like, cool, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm fucking done with this.
Sorry about your blindness, God.
I'd like to cross-examine.
But what is there left to ask?
I mean, what the fuck, for start?
Well, I guess, but
There was one thing in her testimony that bothered me. Yeah, one thing.
all of it.
Perhaps it is best we let you get it out of your system.
Papa Bar is saying with the 10 bits, that really hurt. I'm going to have a lump there, you idiot. Who throws a shoe? Honestly. You fight like a woman. Austin Powers 2000.
Wow, that was 22 years ago.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Someday you'll come to understand.
I have a feeling that Austin Powers 4, they're just waiting until it's been long enough that they can do the $1 million gag, but have it be even more depressing.
The importance of thinking for yourself.
Very well. The defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful for the witness.
Okay. There was only one part that bothered me. Just let me ask about that and I'll be happy. We're coming up on 2 hours, 45 minutes. How are we doing, Marin?
I'm pretty tired.
You pretty tired?
Yeah.
Does anyone know if we're close to the end of this area of the game?
Yeah, I can check
Okay.
really quick.
Enna Kaiser, yeah, they've been talking on and off about Austin Powers 4 or an Austin Powers reboot for like the last decade at least. I've seen it be floated frequently. So
I don't think we need it.
We didn't
Yeah.
we didn't need an Austin Powers 3, but like
This is the last testimony.
okay, so maybe we finish the case.
Yeah, we can finish this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll finish this testimony at least.
Woo.
Lamaro's eyes. And Azel Margia, thank you for the 10 bits. This is the last testimony for the day, and then the chapter ends shortly after. Okay, brilliant. Okay. Darkness and sound. My producer came up with my...
You want me to just tell you what to do really quick?
Yeah, sure.
Press the last statement.
Okay. This one?
No.
It's the next one.
Okay. When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latouche?
Of course, he was my manager.
So he knew. And that's what's been bugging me.
Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
I believe I know what is bothering our young defense attorney. You were thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Jim Prower, thank you for resubscribing for 18 months there, Jim. That's a year and a half of sub. Thank you so much. You have a great butt. Yeah.
Is he right, Apollo?
Yes, I was.
Oh
Yay!
my fucking god.
Again.
Stop bringing me back to life to make me say these lines.
What's he gonna say, you guys? What's he gonna
Hoo-ha.
say?
I have no idea.
Hoo-ha.
Boy, did,
Adventure every time.
boy, did that. Thanks for cashing in your starters for a hoo-ha. He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? They could have replaced like at least 2 of these flashbacks with another hint that they are not blind and deaf the way
What
they
if
say.
they like change it slightly each time, or just one
It's
time?
like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Like after the break, it does that one clip that was right before the break, but the dialogue's totally different.
Cold, so cold. Witness.
You're cold. Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Oh. Hey, that means something now.
Can't see.
Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness?
The witness is Siren.
Okay. Mr. Latouche told me to ask the witness, and he named you. Why would he do that?
I don't
He
fucking
knew
know.
you were blind.
Yeah, I told you.
I don't fucking know.
Tisk, tisk.
Huh?
What did I just fucking say? You need to learn to think for yourself.
Meaning what?
There is no mystery here if you recall everything he said.
Play it again.
Think of his last words. Just fucking go back to the flashback.
Apollo's like, that's all I've been thinking about. The witness. Siren?
The witness siren.
We've heard them many times, along with a little play acting by our defense. Apollo's like on the ground. He's like, here's how it went, Your Honor, and he just lays on the ground.
Lays on the ground, then stands up. Are you okay? Lays down. I'm cold. Oh, stands up again. You're gonna be fine.
He's got ketchup packets to keep trying to like write out the name again.
Yeah,
Oh my
he's
God.
doing the voices.
I have a one-man show called Just a Little Guy.
It's about growing up, just a little guy in Japanifornia. I remember them well myself, but that statement is not to what, not to what I refer. I mean what he said before that.
Before? What came before that? Ah!
That's right. He tried to tell you. When he said can't see, he was not talking about himself. He was talking about the witness.
I see.
Too bad the defense did not.
Oh, they did
Good one, prosecutor Gavin.
Well, hair forehead. I did a burn. Oh, try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time.
No, he got me.
He is huge in that one shot.
Yeah.
Order.
Just sit on me, Daddy.
Recall Lamwow's earlier testimony.
So I guess in Rings of Power, there's a character that's shown up that in the appendices, Tolkien describes him as being 9 foot tall, and everyone was like really sad that he's not 9 foot tall in the show.
Yeah, that is a loss.
Yeah.
Tall people need to feel small too. I was on my way from the backstage. Blah, 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 blah. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
Oh. Wait, how'd she know about the bullet holes?
She might have been told.
Oh.
But she couldn't have heard those gunshots. I thought we proved that.
Dusk, bring a 13. Thank you for the 10 bits. Apollo.
How about you tell me next time when a witness is blind?
That is not the most important point here.
Hmm?
The moment he was shot, Mr. Latouche witnessed her through that window. Why else would he have named her as the witness?
She's like, I'm sensing bad vibes from this room.
The vibes.
Ah!
But I really did hear them. 2 gunshots. And the man's voice.
Unfortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed. We have already run a simulation, of course.
What?
With Little Thief.
Yeah.
But it was so clear. If I heard that voice again, I would know it in an instant.
I don't know, Asburn. I don't know what that's about.
Your Honor!
What is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in session here?
No, I'm blind, sir!
Ah, shit.
There's a lot of blind people
That's
hanging
really
out here.
insensitive of you.
How long have you been blind?
I just remembered.
What the fuck?
All right, sounds valid.
We
Go
have
on.
the results back from the investigation.
The investigation? What investigation?
Wait, hold on. The Interpol number that Mr. Latouche left us,
Alright.
remember?
Oh,
In
okay.
the blood on the carpet. No, I'm French.
Oh,
We
that
had
thing.
the little boy spray the carpet, remember?
The little
Ah, yes. I remember
Gross.
now.
I gotta pee really bad.
We're almost done, I think.
Well, let's hit it. Ugh, I hiccuped during that.
No worries.
We will continue this cross-examination
Too
afterward.
much Mountain Dew for the judge. L Train,
Yeah.
thank you for the 10 bits. Note to point, Latouche's message is the first time in the series that a murder victim was actually the one who wrote it instead of being staged by someone else. That's a significant thing.
Ah.
Damn, he's such an icon.
Detective Crescent, your report, please.
Who?
Detective Crescent. Darian.
Arian.
Oh,
Penis hair
hair.
he's a detective.
shark.
Right. I keep forgetting the band is police.
Yeah, they're all
I'll be
cops
right
and
back. 2
narcs.
seconds.
You're being right back. Okay, we're taking a break really quickly while Marin goes pee. I mean, that's the sort of reaction I'd expect from seeing Darian on screen, is having to go to the
I was
bathroom.
like, I gotta go.
So this is like a shark tooth on his zipper, I assume.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems
he's
kinda
shark
big.
Themed. Can't you
So we're
tell?
sharks, Martin.
I guess sharks are bigger than his little zipper. I forgot. This is like him size.
I'm sending my favorite short Apollo official art in the chat.
I love the judge's expression. He's like, "Whoa, he is short."
The girls are fighting.
That is cute. I like the knowing smile between Edgeworth and Phoenix. The Azulmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. Clavia's favorite band was The Police, and he just decided to homage them in the most literal way he could think of. I believe they've made reference to the actual band The Police in this case. I think they might
Yeah.
have done that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made references to Roxanne, I think.
Oh,
Welcome
yes,
back.
they did. Welcome back.
I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing.
Quick work as always, Darian.
Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent?
IPXX314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche.
Boss?
Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latouche himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation.
So, when he wrote those letters,
He was trying to tell us his own identity. And a cautious killer tried to wipe them away.
Mr. Latouche was an undercover Interpol agent. So him being Lamoureux's I almost said messenger. Manager.
was just a cover, most likely.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 18 bits. Operation Pegatorium.
Yeah.
There's one other important detail I found. This isn't hair.
Well, out with it.
It concerns that 45 caliber revolver, the
No, I
murder
meant the
weapon.
dick on your head.
Out with it.
Out with it.
Apparently, it belonged to Romain Latouche.
Oh shit.
He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms. And the registration number on the revolver matched.
So the victim was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense. It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver.
So the victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover op. I wonder how that ties into everything.
It's got to tie in somehow, you'd think.
You think?
Yeah, somehow.
Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescent. It's a great help.
Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out.
Oh. She's heard his
Wait.
voice.
God.
She heard his
Wait,
voice.
you okay?
Yep. Just had a tickle.
Let me roar. Is something the matter?
Ooh la la, Mirror.
That voice just now. Darien. Mr. Darien, is it? It was him. I'm sure of it.
It was him.
Those weren't bullet holes. It was just where his hair impacted the wall.
Ray Aslan
bumping
ran into
into
the
it.
You aren't saying. That voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouche when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darien. Is this some kind of a joke?
He had guitar migraine.
Ow.
What? Oh, no way!
Whoa.
Never forget
Oh.
that voice.
Wow, his hair is a nightmare.
You can never forget that young man's voice.
The courtroom fell into such a chaotic state, the trial had to be suspended temporarily. I'd never seen that happen before.
The Azulmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. He's the only other newly introduced character in this case, so it must have been him, La Mirror.
Of course, it's not every day that you get an accusation like that one.
DJ Royce 12, thank you for cashing in your starships for a do the la 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 la. Do the la.
La Mirror, fingering Darien Crescent. That's why the court had to be suspended.
Yes.
Not
And on the defendant's
Yes. Yes. Yes.
the witness stand.
Yes.
Lena Kira with the phrasing redeemed, thank you.
Oh my
And thank you for the head pat,
god.
Ribbonfly.
Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Could it really
We
have
all
been...
had to leave court to give him some privacy.
Yeah, it made us very uncomfortable.
They
How
just wouldn't
suddenly.
stop.
Could it really have been his voice La Mirror heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it.
So I had to leave.
Hey, no wimping out now, Apollo.
Wow. L Train unleashed the Proto Badger right as Trucy showed up on screen there. Thank you for the redeem there. Mr. Juxtapose, thank you for the 10 bits. They really didn't need to phrase it like that. They definitely did. Wow. What a crazy series of events. First of all, La Mirror and Machi have opposite ailments or conditions. And now we've learned
Yes.
that...
Sight is an ailment for
I'm
Machi.
sorry. But now we've also learned Guardian Master. Thank you for the head pat. We've also learned that Bloody Darien could very well be the killer. I'm not. I mean, I'm hesitant to believe that it could be anybody else because there's nobody else introduced except for that one guy with the red magician outfit.
And
Yellow
it-
magician outfit.
Yellow, sorry.
If those, in fact, are not bullet holes and hair holes, are instead hair holes, then that really, that's
Yeah,
can only
that
mean
really
it's one
puts him at the
person.
scene of the
It
crime.
puts him right
Yeah.
there. And thank you for the head pat, Winter Soldier. All right, I think we're gonna call it there because we've just hit the 3-hour mark as well.
Yeah.
But we will be back again, of course, next Sunday with more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, where we'll continue to investigate and presumably, well, I don't think we'll wrap it up next time, but we'll definitely figure out, at least get a better idea of what Interpol's involvement is with this whole thing, I imagine.
Hopefully we'll at least get through the investigation section.
Should be able to do that. All right. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to my 3 co-hosts. Thank you, Marin, for sticking with us to the end there. And thank you, Soupy, for, as always, gracing us with your Phoenix Wright expertise and, of course, your voice work and your friendship.
Aw.
And, of course, thank you to our very special guest, Karina. Thank you for joining us for the last few hours and hanging out while we basically
Do
bullied
this.
Apollo Justice.
It's my favorite thing to do. Thank you
yeah.
for
Karina's
having
the
me.
little guy enthusiast.
Yeah, thanks for
I
being
defend the
there.
little guy, but I will also push him down at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
We need Karina, I think, really should their title should be professional emasculator.
Yes.
Yeah. I like the sound of that.
Ryrie, Karina,
But yes, thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being a part of it, Karina. Ryrie, Karika, thank you for the 10 bits. It's been fun. Love you all. Take care. Have a great night. See you all next time. Bye. Marin, was there anything you wanted to say in the chat before we head off here?
Give me your energy. I've got like 60 hours left. I'm so tired. I don't want to do it anymore.
You got this,
Everyone
man.
wave your mouse on the screen over Marin to give them
It's a
your
little,
energy.
little magic spell.
Ah, yes, I'm snorting it now.
And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say before we pop off?
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
And Karina, was there anything you wanted to promote or plug or say before we headed out?
Follow me on Twitter at Dilphosaur or Tumblr if you still do that. Check out Drawfee. We put out episodes twice a week, and we'll be streaming tomorrow because it's Sunday today, so it's Monday tomorrow, which is when we stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just gave a thumbs up to no one.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Karina was just remembering in that moment that they're streaming tomorrow.
Yeah, you know that feeling.
We are about to raid Erin Fitzgerald, who is playing Cult of the Lamb. You may know them as the voice of Chie from Persona 4, the Golden and the anime. And also
Raz from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
We're about to raid, so enjoy watching Erin play Cult of the Lamb, and take care. We'll see you next time with more Apollo Justice. Bye!
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Go.